I made it just on time. Hey, everyone. All right, we are less than a minute away from WWE RAW starting. Your girl here just ran out of time. Music, it's not on yet. So thank you so much to everyone who is here, who's ready to hang out. Happy Monday, August 4th. There isn't that much that's been announced for Raw today. Coming off of a big 2-night event, there's only a couple of items that have been announced, and that is Sheamus and Rusev are gonna have a third match, apparently. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss will be there. That's one thing. And then Becky Lynch will also be making an appearance. Okay, hold on. Let me get the volume up. All right, here we go. Volume is...
Then...
Hey, please let me know in the chat.
Now.
And... yeah, I have it pretty loud, so I think it should be okay. There you go. Okay, let me see if y'all got that. Hey, Lee, thank you so much for following me on Instagram. Thank you. What's up to, we got a lot of people in here. Let me shout some people out. We got Jordy Griffin. What's up, Jordy? We got Tony. We got Taylor. We got Matthew. We got Carla. We got Zach, Miss WWE Girl. We got, who do we got in here? Let me scroll back up to the top. We got Darius, Allen, Sheldon Jackson. Thank you so much for getting the party started up in here. With the super chat, I'm not super chat, I'm sorry. DWO subscription membership gifting. Thank you so much, Sheldon, for that. Very, very cool of you, dude. Always coming through, man. We got Henry Kiernan in the building, Joe Menguzzle. We got Eric Diaz, Dynasty Dan. We got Dawn, aka Smiley Girl. We got the boy 87. Mick Economics says thumbnail looks like Denise has been added to the Not Friends faction. I was like, oh my God, there's not that much that's been announced on the show. What am I going to put on the thumbnail? And I was like, well, I love Charlotte and Alexa. So Charlotte and Alexa are going in the thumbnail. Yo, I almost pulled myself up from earlier and I almost shouted myself out. All right, we also got Lee in here who also followed on Insta. Thank you, Lee. Who else do we got in here? Oh, yes, Dynasty Dan. Today's the day that I'm going to be eating and speaking positivity about Seth Rollins. I got to come up with 10 things. And I was supposed to rewrite them, like pre-write them, and I didn't. So I'm going to have to go off the cuff, guys. Off the cuff. Cough. Can't speak. Dynasty Dan, thank you. We got Joseph Boza in here. Hey, what's up, Miktaru? We also got Sven Big, Miss DJ1, Eric Diaz. We got DJ. Shout out to Wayne. Hey, Stephen Marchuli, thank you so much for the first super chat of the day. He says, Denise, version, would you put Cody versus Roman 3 or Cody versus Punk for WrestleMania? If I had to pick between both of those options, between those specific options, I would go with Cody Roman 3. But if I could pick anything out of the thin blue air, I would go with Roman and CM Punk. Thank you so much, Steven. Very cool of you. Who else do we got in here? Let's see. We got Weirds one in the building. We got Blomwana to my Gupton 9723 in here. Miktaru, he says, welcome to Monday Night DWO. I'm happy because right now I did some spring cleaning in my house, and you guys are probably thinking, spring cleaning? Denise, it's summer. I have had it on my to-do list that I was going to spring clean for several months, and I finally got around to it today, so my office kind of feels a little naked. So it's kind of nice because I was starting to feel like there was just way too much cluster. So right now I don't feel like there's that much cluster in here. So I feel a little less clustery. Thank you so much, Miktaru. We also got David Primero in the building, Mr. Sean Train, infamous DJ1. Shout out to Anthony Soli. Loving I shouted out here. We got Taylor Cannon in the building. Shout out to Tony Basario, who says football starts Thursday. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Tony, because my husband loves football and his life is football. So I know that he is going to start the football talking. Oh, well, he already does talk so much about it, but it's going to be like 10 times more, 100 times more football talking. So thank you for the warning, Tony. I consider that a heads up. We also got Tracy WV. She's collecting her debts today, guys. Her debts today, because today she's getting 10 nice things about Seth Rollins, and I gotta eat the entire Jey Uso entrance. If he runs it back, my ass has to run it back. We got Ian Krug 696 in here. 696. Shout out to Ray Santiago. We got Zito Hour, Dragon Knight, Jalen 325. Shout out to Dynasty Dan who's in the building. Dynasty Dan, thank you for so much for all of your kind words and all of the nice things you have supported here on this channel. We also got NFL Guru. What's up, NFL Guru? He says, I need my Rhea Ripley fixed. Since you're a Rhea Ripley fan, I posted a very, like, I hope cutesy meme on where we're kicking things off with Seth Rollins. Oh, wait. Okay, so in the next commercial break, wait, I'll have Tracy pick when I'm supposed to say my 10 nice things about Seth Rollins, by the way. If she wants it in the commercial break or on the post show, that is up to Tracy because she won the bet. But since you're a Rhea Ripley fan, I posted this little funny, or at least I think it's funny, meme on, hold on, I'm trying to make it so that y'all can actually see. Okay, so I posted this like little, I know, damn it, sometimes I get it right. Oh yeah, right there, that's the spot. I posted this little meme of Rhea Ripley and a Friends meme, so if you're a Friends fan, you might like this one. NFL Guru 22. Shout out to King Omar who's here, Tanisha Hicks, Brent Hawking, Don. Thank you for letting me know that the audio is good. And we got Jonas. What's up? We got Destruction Con V5G in here. And McTaru just gifted 5 DWO memberships. Holy smokes. We've had 6 DWO memberships gifted already. We got Big Boy, Ray Bevis, 90 IC, Marshman, 96, XD Trek, Jedi. Terrell Diggs is also here. Angel, the homie Gilly, Melissa Cabello, Juan Carbajal, Keon Davis, Jason X Cross, Javion Jackson, ya boy KJ. We got Kobe Dennis in the building, says Raw after SummerSlam, let's go. We got Dizzacrap 5411 says greetings and salutations. Demolition fan over here. Cool. Thank you, Dizza. We got R. Williams who thanks either Sheldon or McTaru who gifted him a membership. We got Young Citrus Official over on the Twitch side. Shout out to Nelson, Taylor, Ethan Salt. Ethan, hey, yo. We got Jeff White, 6 Suzuki, says, Denise, what's good? Yo, I spring cleaned in the summer, and then I fell asleep, and then I was like, oh, shit, I got to hurry up and get up. I was so tired from this weekend, man. Just back-to-back shows, like, both days, doing Busted Open, then watch-alongs, then reviews. It was a lot, so I was kind of feeling a little bit tired today. But I got a little bit of rest, and I'm feeling good now. And, oh, my God, Bronson Reed still has Roman Reigns' shoes around his neck. All right, we're going to have to start considering that Bronson Reed may have some sort of weird fetish. I think he might have some weird fetish. That's so funny. So funny.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Seth Rollins. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm not going to start my 10 nice things yet.
Amen. And let's be clear about the evidence that is before you. I am the GOAT. I'm not just the greatest of all time. I am your humble oracle.
F. Akira says the start of the Seth Riders begins now. God, I hope not. I really, really hope not.
The presence of the future.
Mr. Know-It-All says, let me find out Bronson added Denise to WikiFeed.
Who patrols
oh, no.
Braun. breaker.
Yeah, exactly. 8 of us together. Says, I don't know if I want another man smelly shoes around my neck. Nobody should want somebody's stinky shoes around their neck.
In the same ring as the tribal thief.
The tribal thief. They're running with it.
Of the Shula Fala.
The Shula Fala. Oh my gosh. We're really running with it. We're running with it. I wouldn't even wear my own shoes around my neck, let alone another man's or woman's shoes around my neck.
Introducing you to the champ.
Shout out to Deepu, Mr. Grimley, Jonathan. What up, everybody?
Reigns. But Roman Reigns
Paul Heyman's face, bruh.
For a year and a half now, has he? I would be standing here and introducing you to the champion of the world, the best in the world, CM Punk. But
we got shout out to Mr. Cobra. I am the Cobra in here.
Wasn't champion long enough for them to put his side plates on the title belt. Oh, you all were part of it on Saturday night. Not only did CM Punk have one of the
Seth Dancy looking like he's I don't even know what.
But there he was, thanking you for chanting his name, bringing him back to WWE after a decade. And CM Punk thought he
think we get CM Punk out here tonight, or do you think we gotta go a week without him? What do we think? Punk appearance or not?
But he wasn't, because not only did Seth Rollins crash the wedding, he stole the honeymoon with the title, and she was good.
Ah, Polly.
So let's
do
this properly. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Seth freaking Rollins!
We got Don here who says a week without him here in Roman is backstage. Poor Punky. I liked Rhea Ripley's tweet right afterwards when she posted that screenshot of CM Punk like this, holding on to the championship, and she's like, nah, guys, give it back. I wasn't expecting Rhea to tweet that. I liked Rhea's tweet. Rhea's tweet was good.
Brooklyn!
Oh shit, just realized they were in Brooklyn.
Shame on you. Shame on every single one of you who turned your back on me after I won the main event of WrestleMania. Shame on every single one.
Shame! Shame!
For months.
That reminds me of that tweet that people with the little gif that goes, shame! Shame! What's up, Daryl Keith? Thank you so much for tuning in.
On every single one of you who for months have taunted me with chants of OTC.
Andrew says we need a you people promo. He kind of already did. He said you people turned your back on means, essentially.
Seth freaking Rollins again! Is Roman Reigns the World Heavyweight Champion? No. Is CM Punk the World Heavyweight Champion? No. I am the World Heavyweight Champion.
There's some people in there cheering. He's not being entirely booed. He's being cheered.
And
Like a little mix in there.
On every single one of you who turned your back on me.
You already said that part, Seth. We heard you the first time.
Man for months, Brooklyn. Shame not just on those in this crowd and those at home who've turned their back on me.
We heard that part too.
Shame on every single person in that locker room who made it their mission to stop me from successfully cashing in my Money in the Bank contract.
What? KK? What's he talking about?
Everyone back there, they think they're so smart, Paul. They think they're so clever. They're gonna stop me at every single turn. Need I remind you, I always have a plan B. And this plan B was top secret. I told two people in the entire world. One was my beautiful, incredible, intercontinental champion of a wife.
I would hope your wife was informed. Can you imagine if she wasn't?
And the other
Wait,
was
what
my
happened?
Oracle.
Oh. Wait, what about Braun and Braun Breaker?
together,
Braun Breaker and Bronson
We've
Reed.
achieved what we set out to achieve.
Were they left out in the cold or
We
what?
have absolute power. And there is nobody who can stop us.
Okay, cue
This
someone's
is
music.
The past, the present, and the future. This is the way forward.
There's got to be
This
someone's music
is
hits right now.
The vision.
Oh, at least we finally have a name, a group name. Oh, and good, LA Knight's gonna come out here and hopefully say some shit, because he should be pissed. By the way, Seth made a fool of him. LA Knight's got to get his rematch. He's probably gonna lose, but he should at least get his rematch. But yeah, LA Knight had to come out in this situation. Yo got screwed. Braun Breaker's glasses are so 1999, 2000 vibes. Aren't they? And then Seth's are like 2035, and then Bronson's are like 2025. All right, let's see what LA Knight's. LA Knight should, in theory, have some great stuff to say on the mic right now, because he's got a lot of material that he can use against Seth right now. So in theory, it should be good.
First of all, congratulations, Visionary. Congratulations, Oracle. Congratulations, morons.
How sad.
But let me talk to you. Right now, I'm not here for a fight. I'm just here to answer some questions, because you've left people with a lot of questions. A lot of people are out there wondering right now. They're thinking, man, Seth Rollins, he had the Money in the Bank briefcase, so why would he have to fake an injury? Why would he fake the injury when he already had the case? And I'll tell you why. You weren't faking the injury to get that. You were faking the injury to get out of something else. Let's just go ahead and rewind our mind just a little bit. Going into Saturday night's main event, I said I wanted your dignity and I wanted to hurt you. And what'd you do? You faked an injury, and I didn't get the chance to hurt you the way I wanted to. But I'll tell you this, to your credit, you got up, you ate a BFT, and I got the 3 count, and that's where things get a little bit interesting.
So now, okay, yes. So now he deserves to have a title shot against Seth or something.
At this point, you've pulled the wool so far over everybody's eyes, I think you blinded yourself. You got a visionary with no vision.
We'll see, I don't know.
Oracle didn't see this one coming because I'm off, enjoying a little bit of time off. I'm just taking my time, little vacation. I tune in to SummerSlam. I see what you did, and I said, I got to get to Brooklyn.
I like how he said he was on a little vacation. Code word for not being booked on the show. That was a good way to spin it.
I was the last one to beat you, and I'll damn sure be the next one to beat you.
All right. I like this promo. It's fine.
Only difference being, you have now given me the ammunition. Because last time, I wanted to hurt you real bad, and I still want to hurt you. But the only thing is, now I can hurt you way worse than I ever could have. Because when I beat you, I will take that World Heavyweight Championship off of you, giving you another really short reign. Because what I'm saying is there's no better place than now, and there's no better place than here, and there's no better time than now.
I would like to believe LA Knight has a real shot here.
You want to come into my ring?
But we all know Seth's about to eat him up.
World Heavyweight
Well, once they get to the match, though. Maybe not the promo.
You don't think I got the guts? You don't think I got the balls? You want to fight me right here tonight in Brooklyn?
All right, good. Let's get it out the way. Good.
Good. Seth freaking Rollins versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, what a dick. And they always do it too. All right, you know what? Seth Rollins did good in that part.
Gentlemen,
fucking broad. He's just hanging out in the back doing this, or I don't know what he's doing.
Hello, Brooklyn.
Oh, there's
Pardon
Pearce.
the interruption, Seth. I just need to get a couple things off of my chest. Normally, I would not make a world championship match with zero promotion. But normally, Seth, a WWE superstar wouldn't have his medical team lie to my medical team week after week after week. Normally, Seth, a world heavyweight champion wouldn't lie to his general manager and certainly wouldn't lie to the WWE universe. What I'm saying, Seth, is to hell with normal. It will be Seth freaking Rollins versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
It will be for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And listen closely, this is my favorite part. It will be tonight in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All
All right, well, we got a championship match in store for today.
You stole a great moment from
Glad
the
they're
people at
getting it done
SummerSlam.
today.
It's only fitting that I steal something from you. Hey, Bronson, you boys are banned from ringside.
Damn.
And all of that.
Damn. Adam Pearce today gave zero fucks. I always talk shit on Adam Pearce that he's kind of a shitty GM. This was the first time he actually did some good stuff on the show. So shout out to Adam Pearce. I'll give the man his due right now that he deserves it. All right, well, we're getting LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. A good little start to Monday Night Raw. Let's see what else we get here.
See how I handled AJ Styles?
And we got a
no better way
the
to celebrate
Judgment
the
Day.
20th
But
anniversary.
Roxanne Perez
Man,
is
we never
obviously
doubted you for a
upset
second,
considering
man.
that
Hey, ladies, how you guys holding up?
considering that she lost her
Let's
title.
go regroup.
Bye, dog.
Hey, what are you guys doing in my hallway?
Muchachos. Your hallway.
Yeah, my hallway. Why don't you show some respect? Because I am the king of the luchadores. See, yo.
Let's see who we get with him against him and maybe
If you wanna
Dragon
earn
Lee.
my respect, y si quieres ganar nuestro respeto, demuéstramelo en el ring y gánatelo. Let's have a match tonight.
You're on.
I'm laughing because JD McDonough looked at him and he went like this.
Jog on.
Hey, dog.
Oh, there's AJ. The amigo, Theo Allen. Theo Allen is here.
Whoa, hold on, boys. Toof a little bit. I'm not going to slap him around. Not yet. What you did last night, it was clever. I
Yeah.
admit that. The way you got the boot off and then hit me with it, and I got to give it to you. But here's the thing. I'm still coming after that IC title. And as long as you have it, I'm coming after you. You're going to run out of tricks. Just know, pound for pound, move for move, hold for hold, I'm one of the best. Time's running out. Just a friendly reminder. Just wanted you to know, Dom.
Yeah, time's running out because you're getting old.
Ah, not him calling
from
AJ
AJ
Styles
Styles.
old. Oh no, let's not do that to AJ. Come on now. All right, now that we got some downtime, let me catch up with what everybody is saying here. Let me see where I left off with everything. I left off with David Primero 1249 here, who says Seth needs to be careful. No one will believe him now. Hey man, we all know this is the classic story of the boy who cried wolf. Sheamus and Rusev is next. And this is now their third match together. So yeah, they've been running back Sheamus and Rusev quite a bit now. Yeah, so there you go, David. He is the boy who cried wolf. But he's definitely getting his karma here today. Thank you, Dave. Underdrift.
No doubt about it. Two of the heaviest hitters in the game.
Now for
Ready
7
to run
months.
it back
Cue the
one more time.
$1
Consider
Seven,
this your
seven,
official
seven,
banger warning. Next.
Thanks. All right, let me mute the commercials in the meantime. We got Dan. Let's go. What's up, Dan? He says, I follow you too on IG. Hell yeah. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot we don't get commercials because I have the VPN. Whoops. I forgot my own structure of the show. Thank you, Dan, for following on the Instagram page. My Insta page has been growing a lot more lately, mainly because I've been putting out a lot of content, memes, videos, interviews, literally everything that I kind of enjoy doing, just like putting it out there. And thank you to everybody who follows and shares, because all of the follows, all of the shares, all of the likes and comments and things like that help Instagram like boost my content and show them to new people so that the page continues to grow. And it's just part of continuing to grow the entire brand as a whole. So thank you so much, Dan. We got infamous Raider Loco Frank. Frank, are you recovered? Are you recovered from a crazy 2 nights of SummerSlam? He says, so scared you weren't going to be on. I needed this watch along so bad. My baby girl officially left to Georgia. It's been a rough day of trying not to break down. Okay, sorry for the downer. Let's effing go, Stephanie. Well, first of all, I feel like that's not a downer at all. Like, your baby girl is leaving. Like, you should be allowed to feel the things you're feeling. So no need to apologize for that. You know, your daughter is now on to the next chapter of her life, which is so exciting, but I know that it's hard because, and she's feeling it too. You're not the only one. She's going to be feeling it too. So just know she's missing you just as much. And it's hard. Trust me, I know it. I felt the same way when I moved out from my grandparents' house. I felt like horrible, you know? I felt like, and I think a lot of people feel that way when they leave their parents' house for the first time. You kind of just feel like, damn, man, like I feel like I'm leaving you guys, even though we all know that you kind of have to start your own life and do your own thing and grow up. But it is hard though, and it's hard for everybody, but it takes time. better and all of that. So Frank, yeah, don't worry. And yeah, I set up the stream super late, guys, because I was just freaking doing I'm just severely backed up on everything. Thank you, Frank. We got Sven Big here. It says, thank you, Denise. Get a Pop-Tart and coffee and I'm ready. You're the bestest. Sven, thank you so much for always coming into the streams on a weekly, daily basis, however often we do these. Pop-Tart sounds good. Actually, when I was in New York for a few weeks ago, last time, but when I was on family vacation in New York, I tried a strawberry cheesecake Pop-Tart over there, something like that. And I didn't even know those existed. Or was it birthday cake? I think it was birthday cake. It was either birthday cake or strawberry cheesecake Pop-Tart. One of those two flavors. Whatever. It's amazing, and it's now my favorite Pop-Tart flavor. I'm almost glad they don't sell it at my local grocery store because I would probably eat 40 boxes of them. Thank you, Sven. We got Mr. Diamond Money 27. What up, dude? Welcome to the stream. He says, "What's up? What's up, Denise? Is it just me?"
Nevermore Academy, where
oh,
fresh
God!
foes and woes await. Creators, showrunners Alfred
Hey,
Duck,
finally
Bob,
have
and Miles
celebrities
Miller
that I
return
know.
for the spine-tingling second
I actually
season of
know these
Wednesday,
people.
alongside executive producer
I
and
love the
director
show
Tim Burton.
today. It was so cute, and she's adorable. I forget her name in the show.
And there he
The one
is, the
that
host of
plays
the Joe
the
Budden
best friend.
podcast.
She has
World-famous
the
rapper Joe
colors and
Budden
everything.
in the house tonight in Brooklyn.
Those are the first people from Netflix that they've brought out that I actually knew who they were. But anyways, Mr. Diamond Money 27 says, "What's up, Denise? Is it just me or Seth Rollins looks like a pack of Kool-Aid or red cherries?" Yes, he definitely does. He had that red leather out there with him for sure. We got David Primero 1249 who says, "It's only Monday and my tiredness is all ready for next week. Do you think Rhea or Lyra will be traded to SmackDown since Naomi was moved to Raw after winning the title?" That's a great idea, man. I think Lyra, I can see Lyra going to SmackDown. If that was an option, I would say Lyra out of those three. I think, of course, Becky will stick around since she's IC champ. By the way, Rusev and Sheamus just got started. And then as for Bayley, she was on SmackDown for a very long time, so I still want to keep her on Raw. It still feels like there's something we still got to continue on with Bayley and Lyra. That to me doesn't feel like it's over. It shouldn't be over considering that Bayley kind of screwed Lyra in that matchup with her and Becky. So I still think that they got some more legs in that one. Thank you, David.
As a result,
we got Dynasty Dan 81 who says Seth taking promo lessons from Becky, repeating his words. He's going to come out there with some number one contender stompers or something crazy like that. I don't know. Yeah, there was a little bit of repeating in that promo, but they eventually got to the point. So there's that. I actually was expecting some more gloating from Seth Rollins. I thought he was gonna talk about more about fooling people. So I was a little surprised that it was more so about shame on you guys for not supporting me. Because again, I thought it was gonna be more about ha ha ha, I fooled all of you. Y'all are stupid or something like that. That's actually what I was expecting from the Seth Rollins promo. Thank you, Dynasty Dan. We got John Taylor. Hey, John, you're here on a Monday. What up? He says, Seth said he always has a plan B. Denise, is there something you need to tell us? For those of you who don't know, I am Plan B. That's a running joke around here. Plan B right here. Plan B right here. Me and Seth Rollins are secretly in cahoots. This whole time, Seth and I have been in cahoots. I have secretly been picking out all of Seth Rollins' outfits, by the way. All of them.
Monday Night Raw.
Thank you, John.
SummerSlam.
Infamous Raider Loco says, if your plan B doesn't work, then you get screwed. So get some Blue Chew promo code Denise and keep it going for hours. It's too late now.
Obviously not feeling any hangover from SummerSlam. What a
There's a lot in there. There's a lot in there, Frank. A lot in there. Thank you so much for the good joke. We got John here who says, Denise, I must apologize to you. I said nobody ever believes the let's have the match tonight thing except you. Then Adam Pearce had your back. No, I had a feeling it had to happen tonight because, they don't have to wait to do Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. They really, really don't. So I had a feeling that match is going to happen one way or or the other.
What an uppercut.
However,
by
I thought
Rusev.
Seth Rollins did do a good job of being like, no, that is not going to happen. Cue up the Bugs Bunny meme. No.
One is
Thank you, John.
disposing of Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus, a 4-time world champion. Rusev
Thank you for the
again
kind
dropping
comment,
Sheamus,
Eric.
This time with a knee to the midsection.
Well, one thing's for sure, since returning to WWE,
I'm the
Rusev
Cobra
got
says, I thought you were
perhaps
Plan
the best
D.
Physical condition
I'm the
of
big
his
D.
career. He's a little lighter than he was his first run.
DGG Bruce City says, why are we having this match again?
No doubt about
I
it.
guess they thought they have.
Celtic Warrior now trying to
They've done
lift
2 good
Rusev
matches.
up on his shoulder.
Let's go ahead and
No,
continue
oh,
it
no,
with a
not
number
white
3.
noise from here.
I don't know that we
This will end
necessarily
Rusev
needed
once
it,
and for all.
but I'm not gonna like
Sheamus
freak
might have
out
taken a
about
little
it
out of
because I'm
himself
like,
in the
I
process.
liked the first match. I liked the second match. So the third one doesn't hurt me much. Although I'm not necessarily going, oh my God, I can't believe we're seeing Sheamus and Rusev. I definitely don't feel that way either. So it's more like I will tolerate it. I will tolerate
I'm still trying to figure out the psyche of these two. Like, why do you want to go into the ring each and every night and beat the hell out of
We
each
got
other
a
like
unique
this?
to cheer who says, who's facing Seth Rollins, you
One thing
think?
is absolutely certain about the Celtic Warrior. He lives
I
for
wonder
the fight.
if
It
they're
makes
not going to
Sheamus
do
feel
LA Knight.
alive.
LA Knight,
Sheamus
I think
believes
after
it's
this,
his
they're not going to run
on
back
this
LA
planet
Knight and
to fight,
Seth
to be a
Rollins anymore.
gladiator, to be
I
a
don't
juggernaut.
know. If you guys have some really good,
Probably believes the same thing as well.
if you guys have a really good suggestion,
James
please
blocked
let me
that
know
delivery
because I'm
right
kind
there,
of
right on the chin,
thinking
dropping
about that
Rusev
right
to his
now.
knees.
Sheamus flexing a little predator action at the expense of
We got JJ
Rusev.
the Mexican here who says, I left at 18 to college and lived with different roommates, but 5 years ago, me and my mom got a house together. We can't live alone. I'm 35 and she's 60. Hey, that's very sweet of you to take care of your mom like that. I feel like that's a really nice thing to do. You know, your family, you got to take care of each other, man. You really, really do.
Rusev kicks out.
I think I would hope that most people would want to take care of their moms, you know? I would if my mom was, you know, at that point where I had to take care of her, you know? Although I do got 4 other siblings, and my siblings have lived with my mom way longer than I did. So technically, I should be off the hook. It should be my 4 siblings that take my mom. That's the joke that we tell my mom all the time. She's like, you guys are so mean. Nobody wants to take care of me. Everyone's like, yeah, Denise should take care of you because she's the oldest. And I'm like, no, I moved out when I was 14 years old. You guys are like 16, 18 and still living with mom. So technically, you all owe mother more than I do.
Like swinging cinder blocks.
That's my defense. But obviously, we're all just joking. Thank you, JJ the Mexican.
Incredible chins on one another to be able to last as long.
All right, we're going to be back from commercial break in 46 seconds. We got Thunder Drift 345 who says, Denise, I would be a fan of Grayson Waller if he wasn't so annoying because he's an Eagles fan, just like me. Also, Stephanie Vaquer may win at Paris. I hope she wins at Paris. I'm already wearing my Stephanie Vaquer shirt to start manifesting all of that. But also, I like Grayson Waller. I've always liked Grayson Waller since his NXT days. I actually think the fact that he gets so annoying is like kind of the selling point of Grayson. He's not a bad wrestler. We just really haven't been able to see him in a good feud that shines a bright light on him as a wrestler. And I think him as a heel, he comes across as a natural. I'm actually a big fan of Grayson. Thank you, Thunderdrift 345. We got Tracy WV who says, be careful, Denise, if you continue throwing shade at my boy, Steph. The nun will believe your sincerity when you get to the 10 nice things. Shame. Shame. Don't worry, I will get to my nice things. Also, Tracy, let me know when you want those nice things being said.
I was going to make sure
Tracy.
you saw the same thing I did.
We got John here who says the plan wasn't to join or watch Raw, but like Frank, I'm having kind of a sad, bittersweet day as the Montana house is officially for sale. John, aw.
Sheamus is feeding
On the
off
bright
the
side,
pain.
though, you're moving on to something cool, you know, a new house. So, but I know it's hard to let go of a house. I get it. Always got sad whenever I left someplace.
Here comes the Celtic Warrior. Yeah! Oh, and an Irish curse.
John says, my dad bought the land and built this house, for his retirement, but
Once
wasn't able
again,
to
a
enjoy a long
smile
retirement
washing
as he
over the
passed away
face of
2 years ago.
Sheamus,
So
who
having
is
to
in
let go
his
this house is
element
letting
right
a piece
now.
of
There
him
is
go.
nowhere
But I
the
think he
Celtic
would
Warrior
be
would rather
happy
be
that you are
than in this
moving on,
moment,
John, and making,
engaged in
making
combat
moves
with
in your
someone as
life. So don't
dangerous
feel
as
guilty.
Rusev.
And at the end of the day, you have your
And now
dad where it
Sheamus
matters the most, which is in here. And
has
not to sound
Rusev
corny
where
or
he wants
cheesy, but
him.
it's the truth, though. Thank you, John.
Went for the 10 beats of the Balrit, and Rusev hung Sheamus up on the top rope.
Rusev's an intelligent competitor, obviously.
All right, Tracy says she wants me to do the 10
Sheamus.
nice things on the post show.
Kick by
Okay,
Sheamus.
noted,
Sheamus
Tracy.
tried to catch himself, but
Noted.
to no avail. Still beat
Sven
Rusev
Big
to the
says I
punch.
literally yawned right now and I
Will he
slept
get
good
what he
and
wants
drank
this time
coffee.
around?
I feel
Powering
bad, but it does
Rusev.
happen like that
Rusev
sometimes
trying to
when you
power
see a
out.
match so
Sheamus
many
trying to hook
times
the
like
arms
we
of the
have with
rope.
Rusev and
Rusev won't
Sheamus.
allow it to happen. And now, spine first off the post goes Sheamus.
I think maybe the fact also that it's not different like the other matches.
Sheamus is hurt.
I think it's pretty similar to some of what we've seen
Right here
already. I
beside
think
our
had they
commentary
done like
table,
a
the Celtic
stipulation,
Warrior
some sort of stipulation
slowly
for
making
it,
his way back
it
to
would
his
have
feet,
livened
but
up this match a
Rusev
lot
now
more. So I
stalking
actually think
Sheamus.
this third match
Look out,
should have had some
Graves.
sort of
Look
stip.
out, Graves. Sheamus down. slamming
Although,
Rusev
look at
right
this,
on our
body
table.
slammed him on the freaking commentary table.
And into the ring now to break the count.
Our official understanding how personal this rivalry has become. Exercising a
Kev
little
says
leeway,
this match
but
needs to
Sheamus
finish
sent
soon.
into the
Yo,
steel ring
I'm sitting here
stairs.
dying,
Sheamus
guys. I thought my AC
Shoulder
was on.
first
That
into
thing
the
is
stairs
not
here
on.
at ringside.
I'm baking over here. I need a commercial break.
The
Give me
official
a
now
commercial
at
break.
4.
I already started
Rusev
rolling
just
up my
dumped down into
pants
WWE
because I was
Universe, but
sweating
now
so
the
much.
Bulgarian brute from behind.
Oh, Rusev's trying to return the favor over here
In his
to
own version of the 10 beats of the Balrit to Sheamus.
Sheamus.
A little insult
Everyone's
with
like,
injury
weak.
from Rusev.
That was weak, bro. Weak. Come on, show him how it's done. Oh, they got counted out, guys. You know what that means, right? Y'all are gonna see this match again. It ain't over. It ain't over,
Sheamus
baby.
turned around in a fury and
In
realized
fact,
it was
I now
Rusev upon our
presume that the
referee.
next match will be some sort of
Had no
stip.
choice but to throw this one out.
Now we got officials and agents
It is
coming down here.
chaos out here, Cole.
Trying to
Oh my
separate
God.
these men. Sheamus.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's why they were running this back to like maybe try to heat it up a little bit more.
Sheamus.
Maybe we'll have shit, I forgot what's the name of that match, guys? That Sheamus fuck, I forgot that name of that match.
Oh no, Rusev
That
has the
they
shillelagh
do.
once again.
Something
Imagine the damage he can do with a shillelagh.
what is it? It's that special one.
Rusev and outmounts
Someone
Rusev.
knows what I'm talking about right now. I'm kind of blanking.
Let him fight.
I don't think we're gonna have any choice.
The Irish one with the things and the setup and everything. The Donnybrook, yes, thank you.
Absolute
Donnybrook,
melee
that's what I
ringside.
couldn't
Look at
remember right
Rusev's
now.
eyes,
I'm on
Cole.
the
He
one
looks
with the
crazed.
things and the things get set up. I'm assuming they're gonna do a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Thank you for everybody whose brains are actually alive right now. I feel like they might do that. Ashton Marcon about Belfast Raw. That'd be fun, but yeah, I think they should just do the Donnybrook match. Call
These two
we
have
can move
lost it.
on. Oh my God, the New Day and their outfits.
Hey, it's just Dudley Woods. Big G versus Sheamus. Where were you guys last week, huh? I know exactly where you were.
Grayson's matching with them.
Backstage watching. Letting me learn the lesson on my own, and that's what real veterans do. That's what family does.
I can't decide
appreciate
whose
you
look
guys.
is more outrageous.
That you're on cloud nine
Kofi,
right now.
Grayson, or
You should be happy because you
Xavier.
dropped Theory, but us, we're still mourning,
I'm
man.
sorry.
I know we look like the epitome of perfect chocolate decadence. But in
Kofi
our
is
hearts, our
dressed like
souls, our
some
minds,
rich
we're
old
still
lady that's in
hurting.
mourning. All he needs is some little pearls to
Especially not
clutch
Sheamus.
and a
Especially
little
not
purse.
Sheamus.
Not Sheamus.
And we're just not gonna feed you the
Xavier
right
looks
state of
like he's
mind
about
until
to
you
do
get
some
back.
sort of
Tag team
gothic strip tease in Las Vegas.
It's all his fault. That Piercey?
I'm gonna do like gothic Chippendales or something.
Hey, Pearce! We need to talk now.
Oh, there's Penta. All right, who's gonna end up in a match with Penta? Probably gonna be Grayson.
In a minute.
I don't care who you're talking to, Baldy. I'm representing the New Day, the greatest tag team of all time. Combined, we have 14-time tag team champions. So show some
Jay
respect to the
says,
previous
"See ya,
process
Woods."
and give us that tag team title rematch.
He's already just hang like a chandelier.
Listen, Waller, do me a favor. You tell New Day that Baldy said they can have a match when they earn it. As a matter of fact, Penta and I were talking about a match. And I think you just officially earned it. Tonight.
They made 3 matches for Raw today in the first 44 minutes.
No
That's 3 matches that have been made already.
Settle! Okay, no stress. See you there. He was saying maybe next week, like I don't know.
Hey, why are they acting like they couldn't hear? They were like 2 steps away from everything.
I like this version of Adam Pearce.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna turn on the AC really quickly. Hold on.
Today, the matchup is now.
All right, yo, I was sweating like crazy in here. Oh my gosh. Plus I have my ring light on, so it just gets like extra hot in here. I had to roll up my pants. All right, let me see what we got in here. What is everyone saying? We got John Taylor who says, with that being said, what always cheers me up in the DWO, which is why I'm here. Oh, hell yeah. Guys, throw some funny jokes in the chat. Cheer up, John. And Frank and anybody else in here who's sad. We got Johnny who says, also, you kind of brought this Montana house since my dad purchased the land and built the house with my CSUF salary and pension. Thanks, Denise's tuition. You're very welcome. You're very welcome from my tuition from 2014 or what? No, wait, I was in school between 2010 and 2014. So nice to see you paid off in 2025. Thanks, John. We also got Kenneth Hain. Kenneth, thank you so much for the super chat. It was very nice of you, Kenneth. Nice default, nice hat. Thank you. Brandon here says, God bless Kofi and Grayson. I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face with Woods' hat on. Absolutely not, bro. Although his hat would be very fun to like play with. So you'd either want to play the drums on it or you'd want to like mess with the tassels. I feel like all of that would be very fun.
Watching Penta do what he
We got Day the Mexican who says, John Taylor, good luck in future endeavors at Didi. Hope you get cooled off. Promo code Denise, Big Jim, banger after banger.
Triple A's biggest show of the year.
By the way, they have promoted, like, really, they've done such a great job of, like, promoting AAA here, because I swear, every single time, they've been, like, really pushing the show.
On our WWE YouTube channel.
Oh, it's on YouTube. I didn't even realize it was on YouTube, though. So maybe they didn't do that good of a job if I didn't even realize it was on YouTube.
That's right, the king of the luchadors.
But it's just weird. I'm so used to the idea of, like, seeing them promote
talk about that a little bit
later. Mania on their show, like it's crazy.
Dragon Lee, another superstar.
It's like a mind fuck, you know, like oh shit, we're promoting Triple Mania. What? Mr. GRK Chef 13 says I can see a best of 7 between Sheamus and Rusev. Oh, yeah, we probably will. Honestly, nah. I'm telling you, one more match with a step, and then they'll call it a day. At least that's what I think they should do. Thank you, Mr. GR Chef. Mr. GR Chef 13. We got Mike Parker. Hey, Mike. How are you, Mike? How was your vacation? Mike Parker Collect says, me and my mom also share a house, but she's almost 82 and has more energy than me. I'm pretty much there to be her tech support and reach stuff. I love that. My grandma is 76 and she runs like 4 miles every day. Like low-key, my grandma's kind of famous. Like she's famous in our local parks and stuff because because everybody's like amazed by her. They see her like running and she'll like run past. Like if you're not a runner and you're not used to running, there's a good chance my grandma will outrun you. And not only that, she's a long distance runner. So like homegirl does not get gassed. She does not get tired. And she's been doing this for like 10, 15 years every single day at like super early in the morning. So every single time she goes to like the market or the park or literally anywhere in the local area, they'll be like, oh my God, we always see you running. How do you do it? How can I be like you? I'm like, you know, she has like 30-year-olds going up to her being like, how do you do it? And how can I not do it? It's amazing, honestly. I've ran with my grandma. Bro, she ran circles around. And mind you, I'm like, I don't know, I can't do math right now, like 40-something years younger. And she just like ran circles around me. Fast too, bro. Fast. I was still in my first lap one time, and she had already passed. She was already on her second one, and she passed me like 2 times. And I kept stopping to like huff and puff and all of that. And my grandma was like, let's fucking go. But yeah, and she also like lifts weights and stuff. She lifts weights, and my grandma's 76, guys. She lifts weights. She does like all of this shit. It's crazy. So that's why I always truly feel that age is truly just a number if you take care of yourself, because she can do things that I can't do, and I'm 33 and I can't do that stuff. But because she's already trained her body, she's able to do that stuff. So I feel like for me, I'm going to wait till I get into that age too, and I'm going to start then. I will start when I get there.
Here tonight, Brooklyn, New York.
But yeah.
Penta and Grayson Waller. This matchup made
so Mike, I get it. I get it. Thank you, Mike.
Today, after Grayson Waller, not only
all right, we're going to watch Grayson Waller and Penta. I was just saying like 20 minutes ago that I feel like Grayson Waller
explain to everyone why
needs a match to kind of shine and show that he can actually
have
kind
you
of
seen
wrestle,
Grayson
you know?
Waller? He's in the greatest physical condition of his career.
So now
He's
is the
been running
chance to
around
go
with
ahead and
New
show
Day.
that.
We used to have a big, what was the big
Ray, thank you so much. It says that's truly so inspiring about your grandma. Yeah,
there's obviously
I think it's
the New Day are going through an incredibly tough time.
I always tell her that I think if she publicized her life on social media, she would be like a famous little grandma influencer.
There's a lot on the mind.
She was like, I don't even know how to do that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but if you did, you would be a famous influencer. Famous grandma influencer.
So they asked Grayson Waller
inspire all the other grandmas out there.
Get them a future tag title opportunity.
I think
she's obviously not
Big
interested.
G wasn't prepared for operations as smooth as delivered by Penta.
And Penta now with reticence. Grayson Waller outside the ring.
I think Big G's just doing his best to be a good friend to Woods.
Wait, what?
Look at this.
What are we doing?
Big smile on Waller's face.
Thank God for the New Day.
All right, so maybe that match that I said we might see, I don't think we're going to see it, really.
I mean, how does your heart not hurt a little bit for these guys, Cole? Have you know everything?
Well, I do,
they're just kind of like pausing what could have been at least a fun little thing.
Who are you to tell anybody when the grieving process is complete?
What the heck is Woods wearing?
He's incredibly sad.
Is that a hat?
Yes, it's a hat.
All right, we're back to the match. We just wanted to make a grand entrance.
A matchup here against this top luchador, Penta.
Big kick in the corner, rock.
Kofi's for some reason angry at me. I don't quite understand.
He's not angry, Cole. He's hurt.
Uh-oh.
He's hurt.
Look out now. Penta right into our announce table.
Almost had the more than the loss.
Play 87 says Xavier tripping.
Here comes Big G again. Uncorked a clothesline and down goes Penta. You know, Cole, I think I'm gonna see if the New Day want a little help grieving.
All right, we're going to commercial break. Let me catch up with what everybody is saying. We got Johnny here who says, my dad retired in 2015, I think, so he literally took your tuition monies and dipped to the mountains.
Yes. I think it would be an honor to have
Incredible.
perhaps the greatest tag
Infamous
team of
Raider
all
Loco
time
says, since
join us
John
at
reminded
commentary
me,
to add
LOL,
their
yes, I'm 38 and my
opinion
baby
on
girl
the
19, so
goings-on.
definitely
Well,
shocked
we're
about the
very
move.
opinionated.
I'm very
We'll give
supportive
you
for her
that.
and taking the
Welcome,
chance.
Kofi.
Little man is 11. He can't leave me
welcome,
yet, my
Mr.
wrestling
Woods.
buddy.
You
I
know,
know,
you just go
I
ahead
know.
and
At
talk
least
trash
you
without us
you
coming
still
out here
have
calling
one
you
at
on the right.
home
I
that
actually
you
wasn't
can,
talking trash.
enjoy
I was
and whatnot.
questioning
So
what
that's very nice.
Xavier was
Thank you so much,
Questioning
Infamous
what?
Raider Loco.
You've never looked as good a day in your
Tracy
life, Michael Cole. You're gonna
says
question
he
me.
needs your
Nor has he
platform
ever been
brings
as
joy
sad
and
as the two of
happiness.
you.
Oh
And
man, I try, guys.
Take
Thank you
this
so
moment to
much.
offer my thoughts and prayers.
I definitely try to keep things
Before you
fun
begin
on
to
here
about you,
and just
Michael?
across the board in general, like with my
I wanna
memes
know
and
why you're
stuff on
wearing
social
glamour
media,
Bro, we
silly
are the
stuff
drivers
like
of the tag
that.
team division.
I
Inside
like to
cradle
have
by
fun,
Penta.
which is my
and a kick out.
slogan.
I would like to
It's my
commend
new
you on
slogan. I like to
offering
have
moral
fun.
support to Gracie
Girls
Waller.
just want to
Of
have
course,
fun.
of course.
Cindy
If you
Lauper
were by
said it
yourself
best.
in the WWE locker room, you would love to have two incredible veterans like ourselves making sure
All
that
right.
you're doing right.
Thank you
It's
so much,
our
Tracy.
job
We
to
got
take care of these
Sarah.
young guys out here. It's
Sarah,
our
thank you
job
so
to be
much.
there for
Sarah
them
says,
when
"Hey,
they're
Denise,
looking
thank you
for
for the
guidance."
live, especially
So are
after all the
you
bullying
saying that
you were
Gracie
getting.
Waller
It's
is
sad to
actually
see
part of the
creators
New Day now?
get
Nobody said
unliving
that.
threads
Look, you
just
got
for
a
their own
problem with trying to,
opinion.
like, put a label
Oh,
on
don't
what
ever
what
worry
this
about
is,
that,
man.
guys.
It's
I'm
us taking him
Mexican.
under
I'm
our
so
wing as the
fucking
veterans are
strong.
supposed to
We
be.
were bullied
Right.
since we
Michael
were
Cole, you're like
born,
Twitter.
bro.
I can
Like
say,
I
I
always
like
make
tomatoes,
jokes
and
about
everyone
this,
say,
but
what,
like for
hamburgers
reals,
are
guys, I
disgusting?
can't
No,
get
he's
bullied.
running around
Like
calling
I
himself
legitimately
Big G.
cannot get
I mean,
bullied. If you are
Look at him.
Latino
The man is in
here
phenomenal
and
shape.
you were
There
and you're
used to be a Big E
Mexican
in this
and
group.
you were
And
probably
we dunked him,
roasted
so-
like
Yeah,
from the
we
age
did.
of
You didn't wanna
5
come to
or
work,
sooner
so
than
what?
that.
If you stop coming to your job,
So
you
like
get fired too.
we're
why I
good.
work
Like
every
our
day for
our
28 years.
skin is
Talk to your
like
friend. Tell him to come
this
to work.
thick,
Maybe you'll still be
man. You
here.
just can't
Wow.
see it.
Wow, Michael.
You can't see it.
That was great.
No, but
commentary.
legit, I feel like once you're
Hey,
past
incredible.
like
Over here.
I like to focus on the
33,
positive
I'm a
just
grown
because.
ass
Thank you so
woman.
much. Power
I
of
cannot
positivity is
get
still real.
bullied.
You
It's
know,
just
I've always been a
not
long-time New
doesn't
Day guy.
happen
I've
that
always
way. It
supported
just
you in all of
can't.
your endeavors.
It just
And I
can't.
think
It
that
only
once you get through this
only
very trying
happens
period
if
in
you
your
allow
lives,
it.
it's
If you
only a matter
allow
of
it,
time before you find the
then
top
it
of the mountain
happens,
once
but
again.
you just don't
And I
allow
look
it.
forward to that.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Sarah,
much.
for the
So I want to
kindness.
know actually how
We got
long this
Mr.
grieving
Diamond Money
process
27
goes
says,
on.
I'm so
Well, there's no-
excited
we
for
can't
Triple
really put a
Mania.
date on
For
it. We can't
Triple
put a
Mania.
timestamp
Sometimes
on
I say it the
It's
English
been
way,
like
How would you
and then I
try to
remember,
cover?
Denise, you're not a no
Oh,
sabo
almost
kid.
beat Penta there.
Stop talking that way. You're no,
Have you
you're
ever
not a
suffered?
no
Have
sabo
you
kid.
looked into the bereavement policy here?
So
in
yeah,
WWE?
Well, clearly they refused to give us time off for the
I
bereavement.
wanted
But even
to
if they
watch
did,
it,
we were
so I'm most
hard
likely
enough
gonna.
every
Plus, there's
single day
nothing
that we're
else
gonna
on
come
that
up
day,
with
so
it.
we'll
No.
see.
You guys actually have the
Thank you,
audacity
Mr.
to ask
Diamond
for
Money
time off
27.
because you lost your tag team
Also,
championship.
Jose
because that's how
Nuevias,
much they
thank
mean
you
to
so
us.
much for the
Exactly,
super
Michael.
sticker. That's very cool
The
of you to
absolute
send that
depth
in.
of
Thank
business,
you.
because we're not at the top. Is painful.
We got
to us.
Mr. Diamond 27 who
It hurts to
gifted
watch
one
as well.
DW of
It
membership.
hurts to watch.
Thank
It
you
hurts.
so much,
Imagine
man.
how we feel.
McTaru
Real
here
pain.
says that big ass hat dead. That hat is crazy, bro. I feel like putting some
The grieving process
honestly,
continues
every
at
time I
ringside
see
for
his
the New
hat,
Day
I
as
feel
they
like
watch
putting
Tyson
some food
Waller,
on it and just
take
like
on Penta here
using it
tonight,
as a
one-on-one.
table.
Kiss my hand, Michael, as a sign of respect.
Thank you,
Why would I kiss your
McTaru.
hand? What
Kiss
does
my
that have
hand
to
as
do
a
with
sign of
anything?
respect. Can I do it on his behalf? Thank you so
Infamous
much.
DJ one says,
You
"What's
see
a no
that?
sabo
Your
kid?"
turn, Michael.
So a
Come on,
no
it's right here.
sabo
I'm calling
kid
the action,
is
guys.
like
Penta now with a backbreaker
a
knee right
funny
to the
insult for
spine.
someone who
Unempathetic.
does who
Part of your
is
job,
like
Michael, to understand
supposed
the
to
players.
know how
You
to
refuse
speak
to understand
Spanish,
us.
You have no
but
heart.
doesn't know how to speak
You have a cold
Spanish
heart.
because it's like
Michael
considered
Cole,
embarrassing.
Cole.
Like if you're supposed to
Cole,
speak
no
Spanish
heart.
and you
I had
don't,
tremendous
you're a no
emotion.
sabo
Sociopath.
kid.
I had
So the
tremendous
last
emotion.
thing you
man,
want to
George,
be is a no
Cover
sabo
here by
kid.
Penta, and a kick out by Waller. I had great emotion, guys, when I called your loss in the tag team title match.
See what I'm talking
Wow.
about? You would.
Picks and chooses.
We are suffering. We are grieving.
I would like to apologize.
John Taylor
personally
says,
on behalf
yes,
of
I was the
Michael
Mexican
Cole,
with a
our
white
entire
name growing up
commentary
in
team.
Huntington Beach.
You do
Not
not
Mexican
deserve it.
enough
He's
for
the
La
one who was
Raza,
sorry.
not white
About
enough
the
for the
sorriest
surfers.
man
I
out here,
was
man, with
bullied.
no empathy, no
Yo,
Oh,
oh,
what a
John,
right
I'm
hand by
so
Waller.
sorry.
The
You
kid has
gotta
got
have
talent.
someone
I'm
on
telling
your
you, maybe
side.
if he was in your group, you'd win the tag titles back.
Yeah.
Sit out, power
And
bomb.
also,
Shoulders
back to
down
that,
now.
many,
Penta's
I've
gotta
never
kick
spoken
out.
about this
Michael
because
Cole,
I don't really
to
talk
be
about
someone
this,
who
but
doesn't wrestle
as a
regularly,
kid,
you
I
have a
was
lot of opinions
very
on what we should do
severely
to be
bullied.
successful in the ring.
And
No,
I've kind of spoken about it like on my
Hear me out,
Patreon
hear me out. Listen,
podcast,
you guys
but I
make
was
the
a
most
kid.
successful
And
person
it's
in your career
different when
you
you're a
went 3
kid,
men
by
in
the
a
way,
day.
because you're
So
still
maybe you should
growing
bring
up
Grayson
and you're
Waller
not
in,
really
make
at
it
that
3 men again, and you'll be
capacity where
successful
you're
again.
How were
able
the most
to
successful point when we weren't
fend that
13-time
off.
champions
But
at
like,
that point, Michael?
your girl
Tell me
is
that.
legitimately bullied.
You
So
won once without
cyberbullying
Big E. And
is
here we
not
go, Waller now down.
to me,
Shoulders,
like it doesn't,
shoulders
I've
kick
already
out.
been bullied,
Our
like
only win at
growing
WrestleMania
up
was
by
Sans,
mean
Big E,
kids
and you
that
think
were
that's not
physical.
impressive?
And
How long have you
so
been watching
once you
WrestleMania
get
with your
past
arms crossed, not
that,
even
once
excited
you
about
get
this
through
curve?
that,
Oh,
you just
what a
grow
kick by
so
Penta.
much
I'm excited
mentally
about
when you
Penta.
kind
I'll
of
tell you
go
that.
through some
Oh, man,
shit
they
like like that.
to
It's
start getting
just,
excited
it
about
sucks.
the
I hate it,
G.
and I always hope that whenever like I see like young kids that are getting bullied, it pisses me off, and I hope that
his career is going to the
I hope
top.
that they're able to like not let it get to them, you know, because that shit pisses me off. Pisses me off to no end, especially because I've been through that. I've been through it. I know what it's like. It's horrible, and maybe one day I will talk about that, but not today. Thank you, John.
It shouldn't be a surprise that he survived the
John Taylor says I am a no Sabo kid. John,
Have you offered him a job?
how dare you be a
He's
no
got a job.
Sabo
Right here.
kid?
Look at him.
Doing it right now. His job is
Look,
putting his
no.
foot in the
Athlete.
fine.
Actually, I already know this about you. This is not new information. I know you're a no Sabo kid. Also, by the way, oh fuck, that looked a little
Cover for the win.
All right. Well, we got a little bit of a sprint there with Penta and Grayson, but I have seen Grayson put on some pretty good matches. So, like, again, I'm telling you, Grayson has it in him. I think Grayson has it in him. He just needs to keep going. Keep going. Like, let's keep having him go out there, get in there with people like Penta and other wrestlers, and he'll be okay.
Both men were down. Critical point of the matchup.
Thank you, John.
Watch this kick by Penta. Bang, right to the face.
Mark says I'm supposed to speak Spanish, but I can't. Mark, you're a no Sabo kid too.
Destroyer delivered by Penta, spiking Big G on top of his skull, and a big win for Penta.
Penta's so impressive here.
Also, Brian, I'm very sorry about that, about having gone through that. Very, very sorry for that.
WWE.
Dragon Knight says I'm definitely a no Sabo kid as well.
Would you want to see some real metal?
Oh!
Penta taking advantage of a morning New Day, sending Kingston and Woods to the outside. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, Penta's wearing the hat.
Looks much better.
He's gonna do the cunty walk with the hat. Do it longer. Aw, I wanted him to keep going. That's what she said. Well, he finished off strong. That's what she said. All right, I'm done.
What a win.
Miedo! Juan Torres says, unfortunately, my kids are no Sabo kids, but I'm trying to change now while they're young. Yeah, if you don't get them while you're young, man, the ship is gonna sail. Don't let it sail. Charlotte and Alexa. There, yeah, see, like, Rusev and Sheamus are still fighting. I want to know what Charlotte and Alexa's commentary is on that.
Well, there she is. In fact, Charlotte
kind of just like weirdos. Get out of our way. It's so funny, like seeing Charlotte and Alexa together, because Charlotte is always so like grand with her big giant feathers and her big giant coats, and Alexa's like, yeah, I'm chilling here with like my cool black leather clothes.
Everyday life when you walk out into a stadium and know that there's going to be 65,000 people.
Dave Ramirez says, yep, the hat looks better on Penta.
I missed the
Vinny Doom Gamer here says that hat throw was epic. Yeah, threw it like a frisbee. Will says, I'm just a white boy from Garden Grove, California. I'm pretty sure, given that you're in California, you've most likely picked up a couple of Spanish words here and there. Mark Jaramillo here says, I blame my grandparents and parents for not teaching me Spanish. You're right. I feel like if you don't pass it down, like, you're screwed. So I will tell you that there is, I believe there's 15 grandchildren in my family. And here's the sad part. I'm the oldest of 15. I think it's 15 or 18. I think it might be 15. Anyways, 15 grandchildren, and I'm the oldest. I am the only one out of all those 15 grandchildren that speaks Spanish at this level. Like, no one else. Like, everyone else speaks Spanish, but it's broken Spanish, or they understand it, but they don't speak it, you know, that kind of thing. And I blame their parents. I blame my aunties. I blame my mom, the aunties, for not passing it down to the kiddos. So I always tell my husband that if he and I were to someday have kids, I am not, and I refuse refuse to let them not learn Spanish. I want them to learn Spanish because I think it's beautiful. So I want them to be able to speak it, you know? But yeah, so I get it. It's tough to pass it down, especially when you're speaking primarily English at home. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to pass it down. Thank you, Mark. All right, Naomi's out here. We're on a commercial break, so by the time we come back... Oh, no, she's going to cut a promo now. Oh, why during the commercial break? Okay. Could have done it during, like, the regular time.
Brooklyn, chill, because we need to have an honest conversation. I couldn't wait to leave New Jersey because it was so whack.
She really can. She brought back whack. It was whack.
So I came here thinking it was going to be better, but I left a bad situation and came into a worse situation. It stank here. What do y'all got going on? All this trash all
I mean, look,
here.
Naomi's not wrong.
All this construction.
She's not
Can't even
wrong.
walk outside. There's cranes hanging all over the top of your head.
It is
Now
kind of
I know
true.
why y'all be trying to move to my state. Why y'all want to come to Florida? Nah, don't come
I don't
to
know
Florida.
about that, though. I don't know. Naomi, you're going too far. You're going too far. You're going too far.
Stay up here. Stay up here.
I'd rather be in Brooklyn. I'd rather be in Brooklyn. She's hella funny.
And since we're being honest, having a good, honest conversation, let's talk about me walking out of SummerSlam still as your women's world champion.
I hope she gets to continue this promo, by the way, when we come back, because she's already on one. She's already roasted the audience. Now I want to hear her talk about, like, Rhea and Io and all those other people.
I told y'all I was going to keep this Raw division on notice. And I'm going to clock all of y'all favorites T every single time. Next on my list is that Stephanie. That Stephanie Velcro.
Velcro, oh my gosh. I think she keeps calling her something different every day, right?
Monday Night Raw is
She's
live
still going
on
in the
Netflix,
background?
Barclays Center in Brooklyn
Right now you
tonight,
can hear her still
24
going in the
hours
background.
removed from the return.
That is funny.
Shocked the WWE.
Oh my gosh. All right, where am I at? Thank you so much to Mr. Diamond Money 27 who just gifted a DWO membership. Thank you so kindly. Not only does that help me, but that also gives people a free membership, which is very nice. McTaro here says that big ass hat's dead. Oh wait, I read that one. I'm sorry, my apologies. Oh, I read that one too. Okay, I read that one too. Hold on, where am I at? Okay, Infamous Raider Loco says, damn it, I didn't know being Mexican and not knowing Spanish had a title. I was today's years old when I found out I'm a No Sabo kid. What? Yeah, it's totally a thing. It's, Google it. There's like memes and everything. It's a whole thing. I'm very happy to have taught people what a No Sabo kid is. John Taylor here says, I don't know why I'm admitting this, but I have absolutely looked up my childhood bullies, hoping that I ended up more successful than them. Spoiler, I'm more successful than them. Usually people like Google their exes to see if they're more successful than them. But I don't know that I've ever heard anyone say they've looked up their bullies and stuff. I don't think I ever have.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I've never looked up my bullies nor my exes. I'm just like, I don't even think I remember their names anymore. Like, I don't think I really am there.
Opportunity to sit down
Thank
with
you, John.
WWE President Nick Khan and WWE's Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque. And I asked them a simple question. When was it determined that Brock Lesnar would return to WWE? They told me they reached out to Brock a number of weeks ago and said, we believe it's time for you to come home. Brock Lesnar said, let's do it. And here we are. Now,
oh, I thought they were going to show the interview. I was like, wait, they're going to show an interview with Nick Khan and Triple H? I thought they were going to show the interview.
Friday night on SmackDown.
All right, John's going to be live on SmackDown.
from Montreal, Quebec,
Do we
Canada,
know how many appearances
to
he has
discuss
left
the
now?
situation
Has someone
that
done the
went
math
down
on that?
at SummerSlam?
I can't wait to hear what Cena has to say, but that's Friday. Let's talk about tonight first.
Oh yeah, we already know this. All right, let me catch up with everything that everybody's saying. We got Dynasty Dan. Dan the man. Dan, thank you so much. You seriously didn't have to. You've already given so much love, but thank you so much, Dan. Hopefully you have a good start to this week. Hopefully Monday wasn't brutal for you. Hopefully it was a good one and an easy one. Get through the work day, and now we can chill and watch some wrestling. I hope that's where we're at right now, Dan. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. All right, we're finally getting some Charlotte Flair and Alexa on this show. I wonder what they're gonna... They're in their gear, so they should be having a match, I presume. Mike Parker collects. Mike, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Seriously. He says, vacation was amazing. Love spending 3 days with other old school wrestling fans. By the way, for those of you who don't know, he was at a wrestling convention. Or at a convention that has wrestling. One of those two. He says, seeing wrestlers I grew up with and getting a lot done for my collection. Miss going to the stuff here in New Jersey, but you never know how long these legends will be here. That's right. So for a lot of you who don't know, Mike does have like a little pro wrestling museum where he collects a lot of really cool stuff and he gets those things signed. And as we all know, you know, when it comes, especially when you're trying to get like legends and whatnot, you just never know when they're going to be in your area and all of that type of stuff. So Mike, I hope you got everybody that you needed.
honestly,
Oh, apparently you did, because you
this
got a
team
lot done for your collection. So I'm so
I
glad
didn't
that it was
give it a
worth
chance in hell, if I'm being
your
totally
trip
honest.
over there.
Look, we are
Thank you,
dealing
Mike.
with two of the best individual competitors the women's division have ever
Who are
known.
they facing?
But that and being a successful tag team, two entirely different scenarios. I had
Thank you,
all of the
Mr.
doubts,
Diamond Money. He
but I
says
was proven
12
wrong
dates
this
left.
past
Sweet,
Saturday.
And
thank
especially
you.
for weeks and weeks, they kept telling each other we're not friends.
Ah,
And,
shit.
Now they find themselves as tag team champions. But
Oh, no.
are they friends?
Well,
I
don't think
dropped
being
the
friends
top
at
of the
end
water
day
bottle, but
really
I don't
matters. I
see
think
it
if
anymore.
anything, it just shortens the shelf life of tag team success. But we've seen some very effective teams over the years who weren't necessarily fans of one another, but they figured out the chemistry, they were on the same page, and they reached the top of the mountain, as these two just did.
And it's about holding the gold and making the money.
I love
That's
this
X and
color
championships,
combo,
is
by
what
the
they like
way.
to say.
They're both, in a way, kind of matching. Not so much. It's very subtle, but enough. Oh, yay, we're getting promo. Okay, let's see what they say.
That might be my first "You Deserve It" chant. Thank you, Brooklyn.
She might be right, actually.
After
I love that she
SummerSlam,
acknowledges that.
It feels amazing to be champion again.
Wait, she really took Alexa's belt?
It feels amazing to be champ.
I think you mean we are champions.
That's funny.
Okay. It does feel nice to do something as we as a change instead of just me. And if you stop hitting me in the head, maybe we could be, we could be whatever. Like whatever. Like let's not put a label on it.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was about to say, hug it out. Hug it out. Hug it out.
You can
hug
say
it out.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Think you were gonna say the F word.
You are such a pain in my A word.
That's right, I am. As long as we have these titles, you are stuck with me.
And you know what? I think we're gonna have these forever because I'm the now 14-time plus the 2-time tag plus the 2-time NXT. How many?
I don't even think
How many times
Charlotte
have
can
you been
keep
champion?
track of all her belts. There's so many.
No, yeah, it's like Flair math. How many times have you been champion?
Flair math.
I've held the Raw, SmackDown.
Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter because no one does matter.
Time to pause
Wow,
the
I did not recognize
celebration.
this theme song. That's so bad.
Former
How do I
champs
not
are
recognize
in
this
the
theme
house.
song? Like legit did not even recognize it. But yeah, now we have Steiner math and Flair math.
Come on.
Two wrestling maths.
Who would want to be friends with Charlotte, Alexa? I know I wouldn't. Roxanne?
Nope. And nobody cares that you guys want to be friends. I don't care. They don't care. Raquel doesn't care because the only thing that actually matters is bringing all the gold back to the Judgment Day.
I understand that we're not, maybe not going to get a rematch, but Roxanne and I didn't come out here to not take those titles back tonight.
Are they gonna do a rematch already?
Well, that was quick.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they
Are you
will.
thinking what I'm thinking?
Might as well go for
we
it.
Agree on one thing. It's that we never back down from a
Loser.
challenge. Challenge, Lexi. Because that's why we're going to put the tag titles on the line tonight and kick your A words. Right here.
Right now.
In Brooklyn.
Gotta fight for your right.
These
The
ladies,
party.
ladies, just take a breath.
Oh, Adam Pearce is on a roll today. What does he got for us
Listen,
now?
I get it. It's the Raw after SummerSlam, and I get it. We are in Brooklyn, New York. But as I explained earlier, normally a title match, especially a title rematch, takes some time to put together. I guess what I'm saying is, what the hell, tonight's not normal. The match is official, and it starts right now.
All right, guys, we're getting this
Pearce
match.
tonight. I'm guessing he
We got
started
Kev
his
here
day with
says
the Irish
Alexa
coffee.
is
I
loving
love it, though.
life. I am the Cobra says, did Pearce even make a rundown sheet tonight? He's just booking on the fly. Oh man. Joseph Boza says, what has gotten into this man? We got Enders here says Adam Pearce asserting his authority. Yeah, bro woke up today and was like, all right, I'm ready to do the job. Let's go. We got Sven Vick who says I have a good Irish coffee. Ooh, nice. Okay, nice. I don't think I've ever had Irish coffee. Actually, that's a lie. I've technically have had Irish coffee when I was in Ireland, so I guess that definitely, obviously counts. Mr. Grimley says he booking everyone tonight. Yeah, do not make, if you don't want a match tonight, do not cross paths with Adam Pearce. If you make eye contact, you will get a match.
The team of Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
We got Day Day the Mexican who says, Pienso que tú somos los únicos que hablan español. I'm pretty sure we got some more people in here that also speak Spanish. Oh shit, no! Guys, I did the thing again. No, I did the thing again. Where I lose the screen. Oh, hold on. How did I do this last time? Hold on.
Pretty cool night here tonight on
Oh,
Monday Night
someone
Raw. We
taught
got the
me
red
how to
tag
get it
team
back.
titles now.
Oh,
Main
now I
event still
lost
to
the
come
other
later tonight.
one.
Seth Rollins, LA Knight for the World
No.
Heavyweight Championship.
Hold on. How do I do it
So
again?
this will be the third time.
Wait, okay, that
these,
went over
teams
there.
have battled over the
Let me
past
move this
month
back
for the
over here.
tag team titles. The
Why does
Judgment Day
this always
successful
happen to
Evolution in
me?
The fatal four-way match, and then of course at
No.
SummerSlam, Alexa and
can't see
Charlotte taking
anything.
the titles away from Judgment Day.
I think this matchup may tell us more about the team of Bliss and Flair than
All right,
anything
crap.
that we have seen thus
Crap.
far. Now that
Crap,
you
crap,
hold
crap.
the championships, your strategy generally changes. You compete differently when you're trying to retain as opposed to
Okay.
dethrone reigning champions.
Oh, I figured it out. Okay,
Raquel
guys,
Rodriguez
never
will start
mind.
the
I figured
matchup
it
for her
out.
team. Interesting
So
choice to
basically,
have
if I
Alexa
press the
start
Google
things off
Chrome
the tag
button
champs
two
against the
times,
bigger and
two
more
times,
powerful Raquel.
it pops
Alexa
right
Bliss
back
has made a
up.
career
All right, we're
defying
good. We're
expectations.
good. I was like, no, not again. I hate when that
I don't know if I'd be
happens.
spending this much time
Oh,
pandering
good.
to the WWE
All right, I always
universe,
panic
so-
when that happens.
Well, they're
Thanks,
enjoying
Day
the
Day.
newfound
John says, I'd like to think
adulation.
Charlotte's road to winning people overstated with
Enjoy the
Denise's interview.
adulation
That
after
was
the bell
eye-opening
rings
for me how
to the
likable
end of the
she
match.
was. Trust me.
Time to get down
Trust
to
me,
business.
John. Like, everybody was commenting the
I don't
exact
like this
same
one
thing. They
bit.
really
Gonna
like
come back
Charlotte
to
in
fight
those.
Bliss
Thank
and
you,
Flair.
John. And she was so
Telling you
nice
right
to
now.
everybody when she did media, too, this weekend.
So Raquel
All right, we're
and
back in
Alexa
10 minutes.
squaring off. Women's tag team titles are up for grabs.
Joshua says AI Denise shutting down. Oh man, so funny.
Okay, we're underway
Yay!
now. With this
Ashton,
women's
yo
tag
también
team
hablo
title match.
español.
Alexa
What's up,
Bliss,
Ashton?
Raquel Rodriguez starting things off for their respective teams. Corey, how did the former champions win the gold back tonight?
Listen, I think the Judgment Day are perhaps more on the same page than the current
What's up
champions.
to Thomas
Talking about
Brunette
Perez
2560?
and
Thank you
Rodriguez
so much
tag
for
match.
joining the
This is what they
stream.
need to do.
We got
Stick to
M
their
Durrett
guns,
here.
stick to
Shout
their
out to
game
IBN
plan.
Jones
Cut the
that says
ring
I
in
only
half,
know the
quick
profanity
tags
words
and
in
out. It served them
Spanish.
extremely
And you're all
well up until
good.
SummerSlam, and I know for a fact that Roxanne and Raquel want to prove that SummerSlam was just a fluke.
Tiger Claw
Prodigy,
Gaming.
Roxanne Perez
Yes,
now
I pop right back
right
up
after
and my
Alexa
wife
Bliss.
taps me twice too.
Raquel Rodriguez,
Yo.
5-time
Oh
tag
my
team
God.
champion, more than any woman in history. Alexa
So
Bliss,
funny.
however, Corey, now a
Lee, I'm
4-time
keeping slow
tag
mode
team
on
champion.
as a test for chats and
We
stuff
know,
today.
again, Alexa has had
Slow
success in the
mode,
tag team division
slow
in the
mode
past,
for,
but tag team
but
chemistry is a
sometimes our
tricky
comments
thing.
just be
It's funny,
rolling in
sometimes
so
it comes out of
fast.
nowhere. Sometimes it's
So I feel like slow mode's a
unconscious.
nice little
Sometimes
way
you
to
can
go.
work and
Some
work, and
people
you
like
just
the
can't
slow
find the
mode. It
same
kind of keeps
chemistry.
things
And
a
again,
lot
we've got another
smoother.
championship match coming your way tonight. It's for the world.
Hey,
Heavyweight
what's up,
title.
Brownie
Seth
the
Rollins
cat?
versus
We also got
LA
Lynette,
Knight
Zayas,
live here on
Lynette.
Raw.
Good to see you on here.
I don't know
We
if
got
it'll be
Race
that particular
Pearson
instance,
here.
but you get a few of
We
those
got
mistakes,
Eric
a few
Diaz,
incidents
who
of
also speaks Spanish.
miscommunication that can fracture a team worse than anything.
Tag made to Raquel.
And the Queen does not like not being in control.
Mr. Grimley says slow mode is good for my brain. Sweet.
Waist lock on
Super
Raquel,
Fro.
who
Hey, what up,
delivers an
Super Fro? He
elbow
says slow
to the
mode's
bridge of
cool.
the
All
nose.
right, cool. Cool.
Charlotte with a shoulder tackle. Raquel still on her feet. And now floors Charlotte with one of her own.
It might be something of an unpopular opinion, but I think Raquel Rodriguez is doing the best work we've seen from her in her WWE tenure recently. And I think a lot of that credit is due to
Day.
Roxanne Perez.
Slow motion
A
for
level
me.
of
Move
comfort
it
we're
slow
seeing
motion
out of
for me.
Raquel. Confidence that
Oh,
maybe she was
I
lacking
like
in
it
the
like
past.
Also takes it
that.
back to the
Oh my
Liv
gosh.
Morgan left with injury.
So
that
funny.
shoulder injury that's kept Liv out for a number of months.
I like it
Forced
like
Raquel
that.
to
She
step up
twerking
as well.
that thing. I don't
Agree
know
with
how
that.
to
Now,
act. Slow
Charlotte
motion for me.
sent
Slow
Raquel
motion for
across
me.
the ring.
Move it slow motion for me.
Charlotte Flair's first match.
My
on
favorite
Monday
part is
Night
when he
Raw
goes,
tonight
"Oh."
in 4 years. Alexa Bliss hasn't competed on this show in 2.5. So a rare treat for Monday nights.
To Andy Nerschel says Cena versus Ryback. Do it.
thwart
Feed me
Charlotte's
more.
plan.
Feed me more.
Tag made.
Feed
And here
me
comes
more.
Roxanne Perez. Had an incredible 2025, which started out at the Royal Rumble. Lasted longer than any woman in history in that matchup. Well, out to the
Charles
apron.
Crandall says, Denise, what was your favorite match from
Raquel with a
SummerSlam
boot,
over the
and now
weekend?
Roxanne.
You know, it was the TLC match,
Raquel
minus
on
the
the
finish. I know the
outside,
finish was
tying
kind of
it.
ass,
Charlotte.
but the match itself had
The
so
champ
many
goes
great
down.
moments
Here
in
comes the
there.
Prodigy.
So many
And
great
Roxanne
moments.
with a suicide
So it actually
dive.
has to be the
Taking
TLC.
Charlotte out.
Thanks,
The ex-champ's
Charles.
looking great so far.
John says Denise singing Juvenile just made my day.
Judgment Day.
I don't know why
wants
that part is
gold,
so
those
funny.
championships back inside of their clubhouse.
But if you don't remember, go
This is a
back
great
and
way
listen to
start
the
things off
song.
for the former champs, Perez and Rodriguez.
Yeah, Dominic's still the Intercontinental
So
champion
funny.
within the Judgment Day. Finn and JD still the men's
Oh, my
tag
neck.
champs. Roxanne, just so wise beyond her years, Corey.
The Prodigy
We got Infamous Very Loco says, it's a person who dabbles in that red smoke. I couldn't figure out what slow-mo meant in the chat. LMFAO, I learned a second thing today on this stream.
and shown over
Frank's
and
just
over
learning
again
things
that she
today.
thrives in
Go
those
listen to
situations.
the
Well,
slow
definitely
motion
panic.
song.
In Roxanne Perez.
And that's
It's a good
game
song.
changer.
I like to sing
It's one
it.
of the toughest things to do in the
It's
heat of
pretty
battle, whether it
catchy.
be in a WWE ring,
stays with you.
boxing, any sort of combat sport, to maintain.
Thank you,
your
Infamous Very Loco.
Oh, and Charlotte right to the back of the knee. And Roxanne Perez.
Jonathan says,
Red
Denise
City
singing
Group.
Juvenile was not on my
Roxanne goes down
bingo
as well.
card today.
Charlotte will make the tag,
So
and here
funny.
comes Bliss.
Hey, what's up, Darren G?
And Alexa and Charlotte now.
Yeah, I
Cover.
agree with Kev here. It says
retain.
Candace is hardcore for taking that
And a
ladder
kick out.
spot. That's a
They're on the
fact.
same page there.
I'm the Cobra, so
Definitely,
start
but
singing some Jelly
one
Roll now,
successful
Denise. I don't
tandem
know
duo,
one Jelly
tandem
Roll song,
maneuver
like
does not a
legit.
Successful duo.
I
Drop kick,
no
down
idea.
goes Raquel.
I don't know any of the songs.
Alexa firing up. up now. Drives Raquel out to the apron and out to the floor. Now Bliss, cannonball, caught by Raquel. The power now of Rodriguez. And driving Alexa into the barricade and into the timekeeper's area. And a big boot of floor Bliss.
The challengers are in control and looking good.
All right, give me 1 second here.
And I cannot tell you how impressed that
We're back
I've been with
on the
Raquel
we're on
and
commercial
Roxanne
break for
over the past couple
3
of
minutes
months since they started teaming together. I'd love to help you, Alexa, but not my job. And Alexa now sent back into the ring. And Raquel cover, opportunity to win the tag team gold, and a kick out at 2.
Hey, what's up, Bruce Phillips? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. You also got Cody Santello in here. Says somebody save me. I'm assuming that's a Jelly Roll song.
Methodical in her movements has slowed the pace of this match.
Oh wow,
Doing
Dated
so
Mexican
has
says Jelly
taken
Roll
the
songs
crowd
are emotional,
out of
make
the
you
equation.
cry.
forcing
Oh, I didn't know
Charlotte
he
to
made
watch
sad songs.
pummel
I
her
thought he
partner,
had
Alexa
more
Bliss.
of like
And the fact that Charlotte and Bliss
I don't know, I
are
was
not,
expecting
quote-unquote,
some
cover
like
Cover again, hooks
I don't
both legs
know.
this time, stacks up Bliss.
like catchy, like more of those catchy songs. I'm not really I wasn't expecting ballads.
Can actually be a benefit in a situation like we just saw with Alexa being trapped in a submission. Charlotte, of course, doesn't want her partner to submit, doesn't want to lose the gold, but also doesn't feel that emotional attachment to her partner.
Look at
We got
Roxanne,
Stephen
who's having a way
Marchuli.
with
Stephen,
Alexa
thank you
Bliss
so much
here.
for the super
There's
chat.
the
He
main
says, who would you
streak
like
of the
Tiffany to
Prodigy.
work with next?
I mean, she can be as nasty as they
That's
come.
kind of tough because they're really kind of feels like the SmackDown women's division feels like it's very slim.
A little page out of
Like off the top of my head, okay,
Alexa
like Nia
Bliss
Jax,
role playbook.
they've kind of
A
already
little
worked
disrespect
together.
from the
Julia's a
Prodigy.
champion. There's Zelina,
Perez is-
but she's a
knows
baby
she's good.
face. There's Chelsea
How's that a
Green,
problem?
Well, I guess it creates the
Jade.
attitude,
They already
right?
did Jade.
And now look at again, Roxanne just
Who else is there
having her way with Bliss.
that
And
I'm not
man, just
thinking
right in
of
front
right now?
Charlotte.
Michin
knows what she's
is
doing
on
right now.
SmackDown, but they
Roxanne's
haven't really
trying to
done
get under
anything
Charlotte
with
Flair's
her.
skin. We know how
Bianca,
emotional Flair tends to get in high
she's
pressure
kind of,
situations.
I don't know,
Nobody is
that's
better
an
at
option.
channeling that emotion
Bianca's the only
than
one that I
Charlotte
feel could be a
Flair.
legitimate
That's what Perez is
option.
trying to do. Try to get under
Um,
Charlotte's skin.
They have great tag
Who
team
else?
chemistry here by the
No,
Judgment
Liv Morgan's
Day.
on
Frequent
Raw
tags
and she's
in and out,
injured.
wearing their opponent down,
Um,
not allowing Charlotte to
That's
tag
kind of
into this
about
matchup.
it. Shit, I think
Here we
that's
go.
it,
It's
guys.
working.
Like they need
The
some more
Judgment Day
girls in
strategy
there. I already
is
mentioned
working.
Nia, but they've already
Charlotte
done
Flair
her and
losing tempo
Nia.
allows a double team in the
Like they've
as
already
the
done
efficient
it.
Jessica Carr is dealing with Flair.
And expect to see Roxanne and Raquel continue to chip away. Oh, shoulders down.
Thank you,
stack it
Steven,
up.
for the
Gonna
question.
kick
And if
out.
anybody has a better answer than mine, please throw it in the chat.
Charlotte trying to rally.
Mr. Know It All says Nikki Bella.
Here in Brooklyn.
That would be kind of random, but sure, why not?
All of her weight on the Dominion.
Brandon
Bliss.
Rosen here says, oh no, he says, my
Alexa's
uncle
gotta
died
make a
last
tag.
July, and my aunt, who's a Jelly Roll fan, likes his song, I'm Not Okay, and listens to it for comfort. Oh, I'm glad that there's
Moments ago,
songs
Raquel
like
missed with
that
an elbow.
that
Alexa
just
Bliss
bring
found an
comfort
opening,
to
but can she
you.
get to her
Those
corner?
are
Can
hard
she
to
make a
find,
tag
but when
to
you
her
find
partner,
them,
Charlotte Flair?
Bliss was only
because
fingertips away.
those kinds of songs are
Wasn't
really hard,
exactly
right?
aware
Because
of
like
her
they can be
placement in the
comforting, but
ring.
they can also be
May have
very,
missed
very
the
emotional.
only opportunity
And sometimes
she'll
when
get.
they're
And
so,
Bliss
so
going up.
emotional,
Oh, it's
they're kind of
dropping.
hard to listen
Raquel
to
with
because
the
they bring out
DDT,
so much
and now
emotion out of
Alexa
you.
has an opportunity.
So it's good that she kind of found a
There's
song
lot of
that,
ground to
works for her
cover
and
to
brings
make
that
it
kind
to
of
Charlotte
comfort.
Flair. Here goes Bliss.
I'm not
Tag.
okay. I will try to see if I can check that out.
Here
Thank you,
comes
Brandon, for
Perez.
sharing that.
Bliss trying to save Raquel, and she's going to pay for it as
We're
well.
back on Raw, by the way.
The crossbody from the Queen.
Kev says Trish again. I don't know. I mean, they had a good match. Their match wasn't bad.
Lighten up Rodriguez. And Charlotte with that cartwheel clothesline.
That was a front walkover, Cole. My daughter would crucify me if I got that wrong.
Gymnastic dad.
Look at the power of Charlotte Flair.
And going to use Roxanne.
Oh,
With a fall away slam.
He missed Raquel, unfortunately, there. I think she was trying to get her onto Raquel. But she still caused pain on Roxanne, so I guess it
And
works.
Charlotte
I thought she was
walking
trying to,
over
like,
her opponents.
sandwich
You
them.
know, Tigers
Never
can
mind.
change
She's
their
fine.
stripes,
All
Cole.
good.
From the top.
Moonsault by Charlotte. Cover on Raquel. And a kick by Rodriguez at 2.
Charlotte Flair was on a roll. Look at this next level
We have Juan Torres here who says we need more NXT girls for Raw, and they have them, by the way. They definitely have them. They are not short of women. Like, I'm still hoping that, yeah, William here says brings up Jordan Grace from NXT. I was about to say Jordan Grace. I cannot wait for her to be main roster bound.
As she delivers a
But I think she will once she finishes off her feud with Blake Monroe.
The Prodigy.
And great double team. That kick into the side Russian leg sweep and the cover for the titles. Kick out by Flair. And they're really coming together as a team. The Judgment Day.
We got Jolie here says Soruka. Soruka's cool, man, and she's a gymnast, also like Tiffany Stratton. So if that were to happen, if she were to get like, you know, that could be something where you get gymnast and gymnast. Thanks, Jolie. Ooh.
Body by Perez. Look for Pop Rocks.
Charlotte able to counter and a right hand by Roxanne. Oh, face first off the second turnbuckle. Now a clothesline sends Raquel to the floor.
They've been getting a good little amount of time here for this, by the way.
Charlotte looking to muscle Perez all the way up and over.
Oh, but what a move by Roxanne.
It was an ill-advised decision by the champion, and the challenger Perez made Flair pay.
Yep, Tracy here says, we talked about this last week. They have room to bring up several, TBH. Nick Jonas says, bring Lash Legend to SmackDown. Well, it looks like she's about to start a feud with Nia Jax. I'm not sure if it's going to be primarily focused on NXT or if they might, you know, cross over and maybe do it a little bit on both brands. It could happen. We've kind of saw that a little bit when they were doing Bayley and Roxanne, although they kind of dropped that for whatever reason.
To break up that fall.
Juan Torres says, Kalani, Lola Vice, Miss Paka.
Now tag made. Roxanne legal. Charlotte with no one to tag right now because Alexa Bliss was, now she's on the apron.
Here comes Perez, sent up and over.
Landed hard. Raquel sent out to the apron. Big boot by Flair. Tag to Bliss. Roxanne dragging Alexa face first off the apron.
That could prove to be a misfire for the champions. Bliss is already banged up, not 100%.
I think Roxy's gonna
That
fly.
was the smartest time to make a tag, but here comes Perez, the challenger.
Oh, shit, I didn't even see Alexa coming in there. She went in there fast, bro.
Sister Abigail.
Oh, yeah, it's over. Well, I mean, everyone knew Charlotte and Alexa were going to retain, but at least they got a nice little solid rematch in there. I liked the ending because I didn't see Alexa like just run in there and it was smooth the way she just like grabbed her for the Sister Abigail.
What a win for the women.
We got Brandon Rosen. Oh, I reread that one. My apologies. We got Frank here says, so I realized Naomi's promo was commercial break, which I didn't see, so no face-to-face between her and Stephanie. I can at least get a cameo of my girl. I think she should still be on the show. Maybe she'll do something else. Maybe they'll have a cameo backstage. But yeah, that was one of the things I mentioned when Naomi came on. I'm like, oh, this is happening on the commercial break? What? I was a little surprised by that. I was expecting to see Naomi maybe get some promo time on the actual broadcast that everybody sees, not just the international folks or those with VPNs. So yeah, I feel like that may be like, that was a little funky. So we'll see if we do get a little confrontation with her and Stephanie, maybe backstage. Speaking of backstage, we got Io, Asuka, and Kairi.
We can help you. ありがとうございます。Thanks. But no thanks. Okay. でもなんかあったらなんか言ってくださいよ。言ってや。
Oh, there's Rhea.
Can I talk to you for a minute? You talk to your friend.
Seems like they're making fun of Io for kind of having this like little bit of a bond with Rhea. Like this weird bond,
Look, I heard
you know?
that you went and talked to Pearce and you asked for a one-on-one match for the Women's World Championship.
I didn't get pinned at SummerSlam.
She's right.
Io, I respect you as the former champ. So beat Naomi. Because there's nothing that I want more than to finally beat you.
Oh,
and win
they're
back the
teasing
Women's
another match between Io and Rhea.
Rhea, you are never going to beat me.
I love how Io
has
is
never
carrying that
beat Io
over
Sky.
on Rhea, where it's like, you can't beat me. I love that, but she does it like in a cute way. All right, that was probably my favorite little moment of Monday Night Raw so far. I think that's been my favorite moment of Monday Night Raw so far, honestly. That one felt like, okay, I kind of learned a lot here. We're still going to probably get a rematch with Rhea and Io. You know, I wasn't really sure if that was happening, so at least now we know. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got Thomas here who asked Rhea versus Io at Mania. I mean, they can stretch it. They can stretch it. We got Ashton here who says, I met Io SummerSlam weekend. She's so sweet and amazing. Ashton, I'm so glad you got to meet Io. Very, very cool. Saki Moore says, WWE, just hurry and give us Bianca versus Rhea. Bro, man, we've been asking for that for like 50,000 years at this point. I don't even know when we're going to get that. And also, we're about to get Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio. Crazy C26 says, Io might have a point. Hey, what's up, Shawnette Womack? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. We got Joshua in here. Also, shout out to Joshua. Let's see. Terrell Dick says, Denise, what do you think about Becky Lynch's new theme? It's got a lot of attitude, a lot of sass in it. I don't hate it. I don't really remember it too much. I just remember it was like a very like rock and roll type of song. I need to hear it a couple more times for sure. Like I wouldn't recognize it. Oh yeah, I would, because she had that different intro, so I would recognize it right off the bat because of the intro. But for the most part though, like the rest of the song, I wouldn't recognize it as fast. Mr. GRK Chef 13 says Roxanne is 4-20 in 2025. I understand why she's taking so many losses. Well, hopefully that changes, man. I'm a big Roxanne Perez fan. Most of you guys already know that. I also think she had one of the best years last year. She was just competing last year and the tail end of the year before that. I thought she did some of her very best work. So I don't know. It feels kind of weird because she's not really being presented like the top kind of girl that we thought she would be. But I think part of the reason is that she's still so young. And then also she did have to kind of sacrifice herself to like fill in for the shoes of Liv Morgan, who was doing the tag team stuff. So I'm hoping that now that she's no longer tag team champion, even though she's still in the Judgment Day, I'm hoping we can start to move in a little bit of a different direction there with Roxanne and maybe highlight her more as a singles performer versus a tag team performer, since again she had to fill in for Liv Morgan, who's out due to injury. So yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I want Roxanne to get some W's too. I do think she's a future WrestleMania main eventer. I can't wait to see her in really big storylines. But I think they need to kind of get her there, and I hope they will, and I think they will too. Thank you, Mr. GRK Chef 13.
SummerSlam, absolutely insane.
We got Juan Torres who says, I can't get mad at Io. I don't think anyone can. Even like, I presume even the diehard Rhea Ripley fans really also love Io. Josh Joseph here says Paris is the place for changes, and we're only a few weeks away from that because Clash in Paris is August 31st, and that's really it. Like we don't really got much for at least the rest of the entire month. At least I don't know that they haven't announced like any Saturday night's main events for August, have they? They haven't, right? So then it should just be all the way until Clash in Paris.
Teach Dominic some respect here tonight.
We got Dragon Knight here who says, I like Becky's new thing. CC Funk, he says, cool show. Frank says, Io Rhea, always so magical. Love Io's smile after she said, you never will beat me. So Code and Rhea's reaction when it happens, they have a hugging spot. Yeah, it's funny too because I saw some people on social media saying like, we need to talk about what is going on between these two. And then there was this little screenshot of Io and Rhea kind of being like, they're always gonna have a sweet moment backstage. Like they're not enemies, but they're not friends either. Like they're just in between. Like they're just two people that work very, very well together. And again, don't hate each other, but they're also not best friends. So it's interesting, like their relationship there, but it works. It definitely works. So, man, I'm on board with it. I like what they're doing with them. Plus, I think everyone recognizes the wonderful chemistry that they have together. Thank you, Frank. We got Sin Stalker. Hey, Sin Stalker. He says, how's your Raw evening been so far? I missed most of the show. It's been okay. We had a Seth promo to kick off the show. He's going to be facing LA Knight later today. We had Naomi in the commercial break. We had Grayson Waller and Penta got to wear the little Xavier Woods had like this big giant hat, so he was like wearing it. And then we had this little backstage moment with Rhea and Io. So like this is a couple of highlights. Tag team rematch. We just saw Charlotte and Alexa defeat Raquel and Roxanne again. So yeah, it's been like a pretty okay show today. Nothing too crazy, but it's fine.
By O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah, Artiso, I think they were before Liv Morgan got injured. It looked like that's the direction they were headed with Liv and Roxanne. However, now that Liv is gone and she's going to be gone for for a while, there's going to have to be some other things that they have for her in the meantime. She's got to do other stuff for sure.
Well, Bayley was taken out of the equation momentarily, and just when it appeared that Valkyria was ready to take advantage of the situation, a great counter to a manhandle slam.
You're welcome, Sin Stalker. I'm glad you enjoyed the Raw updates.
Deck Lyra Valkyria with a chain-wrapped fist, which opened the door for the man to steal the win.
And remember, no more Intercontinental title.
We have Tiger Claw Gaming who says, weird that they have not said anything about CM Punk, almost like he's going to run in at the end or something. I like that theory there. Also, we got Bayley. I'm assuming she's looking for Lyra. She's probably going to try to apologize.
Dude, I've been looking everywhere for you. I don't want to hear it. Dude, I don't want to hear it. Sorry.
I'm not listening to this. I don't care what you were trying to do out there. I can never challenge Becky again for that title.
I know, but
you don't understand.
You have to. I do understand.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Look at us. I need to get out of this Bayley vortex. Neither of us are champion right now. I screw things up for you. You screw things up for me. We're not good for each other. I'm not your friend. Not your enemy. Stay the hell out of my life.
Bayley, you gotta respect that. Honestly, I don't blame Lyra. Lyra's kind of right. This doesn't work. It just doesn't work. They just keep not seeing eye to eye there.
Well, we're talking about all things Triple Mania. It's going
wild,
down 1
man.
week from
Seeing this
Saturday.
card, I'm like, wow, that's wild.
The Mega Championship will be on the line in a fatal four-way.
Crazy.
Current champion El Hijo Del Vikingo defends against El Grande Americano, Dragon Lee,
El
and
Grande
Dirty
Americano.
Dominic Mysterio. It's going to be broadcast in English and Spanish on WWE's YouTube channels.
Oh, and
we got by the way, Dominic and Dragon Lee's about to start.
Dragon Lee said he was going to teach Dominic some respect, not a.
We got Zushan Tanton here who says, "What's next for CM Punk after SummerSlam? Does he continue to feud with Seth or go a separate route till the Royal Rumble?"
Rey Mysterio christened as the future of
I
Lucha
think
Libre.
right now he might end up doing something a little bit different.
One-on-one.
And then who knows, maybe he'll go after Seth again at some point.
The NXT North American Championship a couple of years ago. Dominic's got a lot on his plate, Corey.
I mean, there's still a lot that I still want to see him and Roman, but that doesn't feel like they're going to do that right now. I'm hoping they eventually get to that at some point, but I guess not right now.
It ain't easy being
So-
Dirty Dom. The dirtiest of the dirty.
I don't know. It feels kind of
And Dirty Dom
weird
could
too
be a
because him and
double
Seth have been
champion when
feuding
we come back from
forever. Like
Mexico
part of
City
me kind of
after
wants it to like end, but it's not going to end right now. It's just not. Like there's got to be a little bit of a gap there.
Eddie Guerrero.
Thank you, Shustan T. Tandon.
Eddie Guerrero history took place in AAA.
To Andy Nerschel says CM Punk versus Austin Theory. That's hella random.
Congratulations to Dirty Dom for his 20-year celebration here.
T. Sutton here says, I see Lyra's point, but Bailey ain't
Dominic
wrong
Mysterio,
either. Bailey's been trying to be her friend. I get it, but damn, bro, she did screw Lyra though. So I think now Lyra's like, they've kind of been like neck and neck with who's right and who's wrong every week. I think this time Lyra's a little bit higher up. But then again, Bailey didn't look like she did it. She tried to do that intentionally. Like that did look accidental. I believe Bailey that was accidental.
He's a warrior.
Dominic won the Intercontinental Championship back at WrestleMania, the Fatal 4-Way, and she pinned his judgment.
We got Corona Blonde here who says Lyra and Becky was a never-ending bore. I saw some people say that. I liked it, man. I liked them two together. I like what it brought out in Lyra. So, like, I can't. I liked what it did for Lyra. I feel like we've just been seeing so much more of her personality come out. So, for that reason, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Plus, I enjoyed the triple threat match at Evolution. I enjoyed all the matches between Becky and Lyra. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Once again, but
Thank you, Corona Blonde.
The lucha world of just how great he can be.
Been a fun few weeks for the.
We got Jowder Haven, who was hanging out with us during the SummerSlam stream, says Becky Lyra MVP of SummerSlam, in my opinion. They did really good, but there was a lot of good matches in that second night for sure.
Out of harm's way.
Hey, what up, big boys? 21. I was gonna say big boy 21, but I just saw the Z at the end. Yeah, it's a Z.
Dragon Lee.
All right, we're on a commercial break, everybody.
Dumped on the apron with a DDT by the Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just reading a text from my sister. And what she has to say, I will text her back afterwards. But in the meantime, though, while we're on a quick commercial break, let me take a second just to promote my Instagram. I'm not sure how many, I'm pretty sure many of you guys already follow me, but just in case, if you guys haven't already, I'm trying to blow up my Instagram page, so I'm pushing the promotion a lot heavier on here. I pretty much post everything on here. I post interviews, I post reaction clips.
You don't have to like it. You just have to accept it.
I post, yeah, sorry. I was trying to see if, I was like, are those clips different or the same? Hold on.
I agree. I would.
Oh, okay. I thought they were the same clip for a second. They're totally different. Hold on, where was I at? Oh, crap. All right, so I post like reaction clips and things, and then I post like memes and stuff, like this one, for example. I put the picture of AJ Styles from yesterday at SummerSlam, and I put my white friend trying to fit in at the carne asada. I make all my memes, guys. All my memes are original and everything. So yeah, I post all of that type of stuff up there. It's all up there. Interviews, podcast clips from this podcast, fun little videos that I try to come up with. So pretty much anything that I think of that I feel is cool and that wrestling fans might find somewhat interesting, I go ahead and post it up on Instagram. So again, that's @_ Denise Salcedo. I post a lot. I'm very active. I read comments, all of that. Giveaways. Actually, we just wrapped up our John Cena giveaway today. I announced the winner in the comment section and in the story. So like, for example, for those of you who were following, you probably entered this giveaway. It's officially closed now, but just to give you an idea of what else you can kind of see over on the IG page.
Able to think.
Thank you in advance.
Dominic countered whatever Dragon was looking for. Michinoku driver nearly put this one to bed.
And Dirty Dom
All right, we're back in 11 seconds. Thank you, Stan. He says memes are funny. Gracias. All right, we got Tracy here. Says, didn't Lyra also cost Bailey a match with Becky, and it wasn't an accident, but Lyra just lost her temper? Or was that Forever Dream? Now, that happened on Raw. I feel like that happened on Raw.
Dominic Mysterio has been taking control of Dragon Lee.
Thank you, James. He says, I've been following you on Instagram for a while now.
Lee has a gas tank
Thank
on
you.
him. He can surprise you. Lightning speed. Case in point.
Thank you so much, Corona Blonde. I appreciate that. Thank you for the nice, kind words.
Kick by Lee, and now Dirty
Marshman 96 says she posts her most professional dance moves. Yeah, I always post dancing videos, and those get a mixed reaction, but they get posted.
Triple A Mega
So
Championship in 2 weeks at Triple Mania.
Joined by El Grande Americano and the current Mega Champion. Cover here by Dragon Lee.
We got Tanner Blakely who says, let's do Lyra versus Bailey. Loser leaves Raw.
Tonight.
I mean, it could happen. It could happen.
Hoisting himself up and over
So
the
thank you so
top,
much to
connecting
I Am
right on the
Me
chin
28
of
who just
Dirty
became
Dom.
a brand new member here of the
Reigning
DWO.
Triple A
Welcome,
Mega
I Am
Champion,
Me
El Hijo del
28.
Vikingo. And if you saw the first Worlds Collide event,
Ken
you
Big says
understand
Denise
what
can
that man
shake
brings
it.
to the table night after night. But look at Dirty Dom walking the ropes, making it look easy.
Yeah, but Dragon Lee able to counter. Oh, down goes Dirty Dom off the sit-out powerbomb, covered by Lee, and a kick out.
We also got Infamous Raider Loco here says, so wait, Io
What a
put in a
match
rematch, but
between
Stephanie
Lee
number
and
one
Dominic.
contender for Paris. So Naomi versus Io. Winner faces
less than
Stephanie in
24
Paris.
hours ago,
Either
Dirty
women versus
Dom
Stephanie.
put it
It could
all
be
on
that.
the
It could
line in the
legitimately
ring
be
against
Io
the
versus
phenomenal
Stephanie.
AJ Styles. You have
Yeah,
to imagine
Infamous
Dom's a
Raider
little
Loco. My
banged
brain didn't even compute that. You're right. It
I
could
agree
be
with
that.
point. There's Dragon Lee now.
I don't know when the
Heads up to
rematch
the
is
top
though.
rope.
Did they
Dom's
say
gonna
when
meet
the
him there.
rematch is between Naomi and Io? I'm not exactly sure if they they didn't say a date, did they? Thank you, Frank.
From high above the ring. Oh, no. And Dominic paid for that.
Oh, no, this is not where Dom wants to be.
And Dragon right to the chest of Mysterio.
Can Lee capitalize?
Dragon Lee.
Man, tweaked his knee in the process.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. El Grande Americano, it's not
Dave here says that they leaked Dom is going to win the AAA
Americano's
title. Day
here.
2 of posting this for Denise to read. I didn't see
There's
that.
another.
Dave,
El Grande
did they
Americano,
really?
Dragon.
I
Lee
legitimately
draws him
did
off
not
the
see that.
apron. Wait a minute.
Oh man, I'm losing track of all these Grande Americanos.
Spontaneously reproducing. Dirty Dom with a boot from behind.
And Dirty Dominic Mysterio is gonna steal the win and even use the ropes.
What? How many were there? 3? There's 3 of them. I'm so confused.
I told you it's been a long week.
Who's the third one? Let me get a good look at him. They need to zoom in so I can get a better
hope
look.
My eyes are deceiving me.
Was that Uno, Dos, Trace?
Tres, Michael.
Grande
Tres,
Americano.
Michael. Not
Perhaps.
Trace.
Paul Grande Venti.
AJ Styles.
Okay, that's
promised Dominic
Ludwig.
Mysterio. He was coming after him. Dom tried
Okay,
to
I
use
need to
the
get a
boot
better look at
again,
everybody else.
just like last night. And AJ Styles misses wildly. As Dominic
Said Jenner
Mysterio
Heaven says
set for
3
Tweety.
faces of Foley. We got
Dominic's
90
got a
IC
lot
says
on his
Un,
mind, and
Dos,
AJ
Trace.
Styles relentless in his pursuit of Dominic.
Trace is hella funny.
Title.
Un, Dos,
Ain't
Trace.
Easy being dirty.
Trace.
Go out to Jackie Redmond.
Cole, thank you so
All right,
much.
we got
I'm here with
Sami.
Sami
Sammy's
Zayn.
looking
Sami,
hella sad.
congratulations on your victory this weekend over
I was gonna
Karrion
say,
Kross
yeah, I'm like, wait, he
at
won. Why is he
SummerSlam.
looking
you know,
so
Karrion
sad?
talked a lot, not just about defeating you, but trying to expose you. How good does it feel to prove him wrong?
Look, it's really not about proving people wrong for me. I just don't look at things that way. But the part of the match I honestly just keep replaying is this part where I had the steel pipe in my hand, and I think Scarlett and Cross would have really liked it if I had used it, and I think there are people in the crowd that would have really liked it if I used it.
No, Sammy, you
And
did
I'm
the
not
right
gonna sit
thing.
here and say, oh, that's just not who I am, because the truth is, I wanted to use it. No, I mean, it would have felt really,
Why are you
really
beating
good
yourself over this?
to hit him and just pay
I
him
don't
back
think
for
you should
everything
beat
he's done.
yourself up over it.
I know this is hard to explain for some people. It's not about who I am. It's about who I want to be. And I've said it before, I want to be a world champion.
Make
And
it
I will
happen.
be
Make
a
it
world
happen.
champion.
Yes.
It's just something that I want to do right. And so, yes, Karrion Kross is in my rear view now, and it's just all eyes on the prize. I'm moving forward.
And it's Sheamus and Rusev. Damn, they're really trying with this one, guys. They're like shoving it down our throats. They're like, you're gonna like Sheamus and Rusev.
Caught a stray intended
You
for
don't like
Sheamus.
it, you're gonna like it.
And now in a calmer
and there's
part of the
Becky.
building, the man is here. The Intercontinental
El hombre.
Champion, Becky Lynch, live on Netflix.
All right, give me 1 second. I just need to wrap up my recording and start a new one. For Chris, who's doing the editing for the Instagram clips. Let's see. One second. And then also they're on a commercial break, but they're about to be back. I wonder who Baron's interviewing. He's going to interview someone.
The Judgment Day.
Whom? Oh, the Judgment Day.
World Tag Team Champions JD McDonough and Finn Balor.
Dave says they leaked his SummerSlam win a day before his the day before SummerSlam day one, and then he's winning the Triple A title. That's hella funny. Didn't they did that last time too?
Has failed to regain the women's tag team titles. How do you assess how tonight went?
You know what, Byron, you're right. A lot of ups and a lot of downs. On the upside, Dirty Dom is still the Intercontinental Champion. But on the downside, the girls lost and Liv is still out hurt.
I think we all know Finn doesn't really care that Liv is out.
Liv is rehabbing.
I don't think she really
She's getting
cares.
stronger every day, and she's going to be back soon. In about 6 to 8 months. And Roxy and Raquel, let's face it, they're a new team. They're still growing. They're still learning. But lucky for them, they're learning from the best tag team in the world, Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
I don't know about that, bro. Y'all are reaching.
You remember the LWO?
We beat them.
War Raiders?
We beat them.
The New Day?
Oh, we beat them.
So just in case there's another tag team out there on the other side of that camera that thinks they can step to the Judgment Day, they want to get in the ring with two of the
They
best.
literally named 3
You can be my
teams.
guest. It's only going to end one way.
We beat them.
Up and
Oh
down
my
night for
God.
the Judgment Day.
I
No
think they need
problem
to
for the
wrap it up with them
confidence
as tag
of
team
JD
champs, guys.
McDonough.
Like, I didn't even
and
want them to be
Finn
tag team champs
Balor.
as it
The
is.
World
We got Dan
Tag
Lutzka. Dan,
Team
thank you so much for the
Champions.
super chat. He says,
Money
how do you
match
feel
still
about
to come tonight
WWE
here on
canceling the
Monday
press
Night Raw,
after
including
PLE?
later on,
So, you know,
the
it was
World
for a
Heavyweight
long
title on
time.
line
The
as
PLEs
Seth
kind of felt,
Rollins
the press
defends
conferences kind of
against
felt a little
LA
strange
Knight.
because
Thank you
it was
very
a
much,
mix of
gentlemen. Let's take
kayfabe
it back
and then a mix
to
of
Monday Night
not
Raw.
kayfabe. So at some point you're like, all right, like, how do you kind of go about this, right? Like, we kind of cross kayfabe lines sometimes, but then sometimes you don't, and you're like trying to read the room and all of that. Many of you guys know that I stopped going to them. I think the last one I went to was Money in the Bank, but prior to that, I hadn't gone to any. And the only reason I went was Money in the Bank was because it was in LA, and I went to the show. But yeah, I think after a while, I started to think, yeah, you know what? We're not really getting too much out of this anymore. But I know a lot of people really enjoyed going. So yeah, man. But I think at some point it was just starting to get, you know, just trying to toe the line of what is, yeah, again, is this kayfabe? Is this not? Like, what do you ask? How do you word it? How do you go about it? Since it's like presented in a certain way, you present a question a certain way, and then, I don't know. I kind of got it like all sorts of complicated. Thank you, Dan. And I did have a good time whenever I would go and ask a couple of questions here and there. Thank you, Dan.
Representing the Wu-Tang.
We also got I Am Me28 who gifted 1 DWO membership. Thank you so much. I Am Me28. That's very nice of you to do. Thank you. We got McTaro here. Says AJ threw Dom's shoe and he fell. Took the shoe. He took the shoe. We got Mr. Ripley who says boot in hand is more effective than wearing it. Yeah, that is pretty true. That is pretty true. Thank you, Mr. Grimley. We got Infamous Ritter Loco who says it's Becky, aka Tony the Tiger. She's great. Yo, I haven't had Frosted Flakes. Oh God, I love Frosted Flakes. I haven't had, look, so I haven't really spoken about this too much in podcasts, but I have mentioned it before that I've recently developed a sensitivity to milk that I didn't have before. By the way, Becky's coming out now. And so I kind of stopped eating cereal because I don't like my cereal without my milk. And I haven't found a decent replacement that I think satisfies that taste for me. And it kind of sucks, but like I can have milk. I'm not saying I can't have milk, but I have to have it in very small amounts. The last time that I bought a box of Fruity Pebbles with milk because I was really craving them. And yeah, man, it just didn't react so well to it.
Becky Lynch. Shout out
so,
to Soupy and the boys.
Man, but I would fuck up a plate of Frosted Flakes right now. Right now. Thanks, Frank.
Champion. Becky Lynch surviving that SummerSlam versus Lyra Valkyria in the no count out.
Dan says, do the Jackie Redmond styled with cold water. What? She has cereal with cold water? I did not know that. And I don't know if I could do that, though. I've never tried it. Oh, by the way, I'm not lactose. Let me rephrase that. It's a skin issue. It's not a lactose issue. It's a skin thing. I just like, for whatever reason, I'm guessing it's like all the hormones in the milk make me like break out a lot if I have like the milk for whatever reason. So that's why. All right, let's see what Becky has to say.
Ding dong, Lyra is gone.
Ah, she stole her Bailey's little ding dong.
She will no longer be getting any opportunities at the opportunity title as long as I am the gatekeeper of opportunities, which is as long as I am the champion, which will be for a very, very, very long time. Now it is time to open the floor to new competitors. Competitors who understand what it is to step in the ring with me.
All right, let's see who comes out. Hopefully it's someone good.
With the greatest female wrestler of all time, and it's not just me saying it, other people are saying it. Sports Illustrated says it.
Oh, well, if Sports Illustrated says it. Wow.
But that will not be tonight. We will not be opening the floor tonight.
Come on now, Becky. What?
I'm fine.
Oh, it's Nikki. Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting Nikki in this spot. All right, let's see what happens.
The Hall of Famer.
I like Nikki, so.
Bella is here.
Becky's just looking at her like, what now?
Oh, hey, Becky. Hello. You know, I was just listening to you back there, and I have to say, everything you were saying, I mean, you are so right. I mean, Becky Lynch really is one of the greatest of all times.
The greatest.
No, I mean, I'm so proud of all of your accomplishments. You know, I remember when I first met you, you had such great potential, and it was superstars like Becky Lynch why I knew it was okay to take a step away because the women's division was in such great hands.
Thank you.
The way Becky says thank you.
Oh my God, thank you. But you know what?
Come on, Becky, you're not falling for this.
To be such a disappointment. Yeah.
Excuse me?
I thought she was going to say a bitch.
The same hands that I left the division and has stabbed everyone in the back. And I mean, Becky, you're supposed to be here raising a generation. You literally are handcuffing them. You know, I came back here to test myself because this is the best the division has ever been. Right? Yes. But you want to know what I've been trying to figure out? Why did you come back?
Oh no,
I mean,
someone just yelled
you could've
boring.
Stayed away. I mean, were you really that jealous watching women like Lyra kill it? Or let me guess, Hollywood just wasn't what you thought it would be?
Wait, what?
No,
She was just in Happy Gilmore too.
Don't talk to me about Hollywood. I am a featured player in the hottest movie
Yeah.
of the summer.
She gonna mention
Happy
the parts
Gilmore
that Nikki
2,
got cut
streaming on
apparently?
Netflix.
Because that would be a hell of a burn.
Wait a minute. I remember seeing
Yeah, she
you
is.
on set there too. Weren't you supposed to be in it? Oh, but
Ah.
your role got cut.
Ah,
I wonder why that was. It's because my reach extends far beyond these roles.
That was a pretty
I
good
got
roast,
you
by the
cut.
way.
Because there's
'Cause that was
only
legit.
room in that movie for one of us, and it wasn't going to be you.
You know what, Becky? Listen up. I am so sick of this. I'm not buying this. The blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not buying it. You are a liar just like your husband. But you want to know the difference? Yeah. But you know what the big difference is? We all bought Seth's lies. No one buys your BS. No one. Because you know what, Becky? I see right through you. You are that same insecure, little scared girl that came into this division.
Okay. Do not talk about me and my hot husband.
I always like when Becky refers to him as hot husband.
Me and my hot husband are the greatest wrestling couple of all time.
I mean, they've both accomplished a whole lot.
But wait a minute, at one point that would have been you and your...
Oh no, she didn't! No! No!
You can't see him anymore.
No, Becky! That is so fucked! Oh man! No, that is so fucked up! All right, that was really good. I'm so sorry, Nikki. That was so messed up, guys.
But also remember this, that when I came up to combat your era. So don't talk to me about how I handle my era.
Becky, this isn't your era. I hate to break it to you. And guess what? In my era, you were too damn scared to come take me on one-on-one. So how about this? In this era that isn't yours, why don't you put your Intercontinental Championship on the line and face me one-on-one, Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch?
I feel bad, man, but it's hard to bounce back from that.
Nikki,
like, you can't bounce back from that, man. If I were Nikki, I would have popped her with the mic or something, because, like, yo, you can't bounce back from that.
You know why we never went one-on-one? We never went on one-on-one because...
Oh, there she goes. There, you just had to pop it. Like, that's it. There was no more talking after that. No more talking.
Shots by Becky, but
yo, that was savage, guys. She really went there.
Becky Lynch
all right, that was my favorite part of Raw.
Nikki Bella.
I know at the beginning we were like, where's this going? What's happening here? But Becky basically roasted poor Nikki. Told her her parts got cut in Happy Gilmore too, which is true. And then brought up her unfortunate end to her relationship with John Cena. Oh, we got Naomi backstage.
World champion, Naomi, credit where credit's due.
I said, what's up,
Last
Elijah?
week
Thank you
called
for
the
being
shot.
here.
You said at
Tim says,
SummerSlam,
stop
you're
it. She's
going to
dead
beat
already.
the biggest
Yes.
names in WWE and Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Well, last night, you pulled it off. How do you feel about your win?
I feel great. I don't know about everybody else because I warned them. I warned everybody, don't be shocked when I walk out of SummerSlam with my Women's World Championship. And now everybody looking stupid. That ain't my fault. And I want to clear up some other rumors and confirm something I hear that's swirling around. Next week on Raw, I will be defending my championship against Io Sky. Because if she want to get dragged again...
Oh, here we go. This was the confrontation we were waiting for.
Whether it's you or Io Sky, I have to beat. And the women's
World Championship will belong to La Primera and Crush in Paris.
Oh,
Yes.
it's most definitely gonna be me. And at Clash, I'm gonna take them horns and I'm gonna shove them so far up your behind, you're gonna be leaving Paris with a limp.
Yo, nah, she did the limp too. She did the limp too. All right,
Man,
that was a cherry on
what is
top.
happening to the
She
water
did the limp.
on Monday Night Raw tonight?
I don't know, but I love
Guys.
everything that Naomi's doing right
At
now.
first I thought, okay, a limp really isn't that funny, but then when she said, when she actually did the limp, that part was funny. Oh, funny. Oh my God. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I need to end this recording and start a new one. Wow.
He suffered a septal hematoma.
That was so fun. I had a good time with all of that.
That the ring general Gunther will be
I'm
out
still,
of action.
I feel like poor Nikki took a lot there, guys. Come on. Nikki got so much in there. Yo, I would have been crying already.
Shut down.
All right, so Cody's going to be at SmackDown. John's going to be at SmackDown.
The new undisputed
All right, let's see what we got here.
the American Nightmare.
Everyone's
Cody
like
Rhodes
putting laughing, crying
will be
emojis
live
for
this
everything
Friday.
that just happened. Yes, Stephanie Velcro.
On Raw, live
So
on
funny.
Netflix from the
Kev says that was good, but I don't want to
Quebec
see the
City.
match.
And,
It'll be what it is, right?
It happens because of
So funny. Let's see what else we got here.
Sheamus falling to the back. Sami Zayn got caught in the middle. Rusev with a cheap shot. These two, Sami, Rusev, go live in Sami's home country next week.
And Adam Pearce
Henry
is
Kiernan
on
says,
an
I'm
absolute
dead.
roll today because
Then
it
Big
is
says
official for
Burns.
next
Dave
Monday
Rivera says
night
this is
on
great.
Raw.
Oh, okay, here
The
we go.
Women's
So
World Champion
Naomi versus EO
will
next week for
defend
the
her
title.
gold against EO Scott.
Shit, are they gonna? I don't think they're gonna. Are they gonna have Naomi retain or are they not? Like, what's gonna happen there? Because that would kind of feel bad. I'm still not ready for that Naomi reign to end. She's doing a good job, man.
On Netflix.
She just freaking popped him with that freaking limp, man. That was so funny. So funny. We got Jay here. Hey, Jay Moscow, what up? He says Savage Becky is the best Becky. I agree. All right, let me see what everyone is saying. Let me catch up here with the super chats really quick. Let me see. We got David Primero says Becky's theme is screaming Lita's intro. I had a couple people mention that on the chat yesterday. I still don't think so, but I get why people say it though. I just don't think about it though. Frank here says, thank you, David. Frank says, you can look, but you can't touch. But if you do touch, remember to get Blue Chip promo code Denise and beat the meat. All right, I tried to sing it in the theme song, but I lost it after you can look, but you can't touch. You could look, but you can't touch. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Frank. We got David Primero who says Nikki B following John Cena through his retirement. Yeah, that is kind of, I didn't even think about that. In a way, it's like, you know, she's back, he's back. I'm sure they're on good terms though, right? I would assume so. I think after a while, you just move on, you know? Everybody grows up, and yeah, it may still sting a little bit afterwards, but, you know, people move on. Thank you. We got McTaro here who says, shots effing fired. Bro, she fired shots twice, bro. She didn't just bang. She banged. Thank you, McTaro. We got David Primero here who says, well said, Becky. Sorry, I mixed up Becky and Nikki for Becky. Well said, Becky and Nikki return to WWE for John Cena. It's so savage, though. Oh, I felt so bad for Nikki. It's brutal, man. Brutal. So it worked. Thank you, David. We got Infamous Raider Loco. It says Denise was right and called it. I want Io versus Stephanie. And a lot more than the Naomi, as unfortunate as that sounds, because love Naomi's work, but the pull trigger, Io versus Stephanie is a banger. Yeah, we can't deny that. I kind of feel the same way you do, where I want her to be champion, but I know that Io versus Stephanie would be like crazy sick. We're kind of stuck between a hard and a rock place here. Thank you, Frank. Frank also says, you're right, Denise, keep it on Naomi and let Stephanie take it away at Paris. Petty. Thank you, Frank. All right, let's see what else everybody here is saying. Juan Torres says, Becky Lynch, baby. Becky, let's go, Becky. Who's your favorite wrestler? It's Becky. We got Wheat Bread 1985. I 1000% agree with you, bro, where he says Naomi's doing the best work of her career. She is fucking fun, bro. She's so fun. To me, when she's like roasting people, she almost comes across as that friend. You know that friend that's like secretly burning people all the time? Like just has that kind of a vibe. That's the vibe
And
Naomi gives me.
Paris is presented by
Yeah, like she
Riyadh
seems like the
Season,
cool
the
friend
ultimate
that you want to kind of
entertainment
hang out
festival
with because you
live
know you're going to
shows,
have a good
sports,
time and
food,
she's going to
fashion,
roast
and
everybody.
theme parks, starting
That's
October
the vibes Naomi gives
2025.
me.
Perfect for
Yes,
all
I
ages.
agree. She's doing the best work. Thank you so much, Wheat Bread 1985.
You know, Clash in Paris and Monday Night Raw are coming to La Defense Arena.
Yeah. This is Jowder Haven. Thank you for bringing this up. He says, CM Punk did the same burn against John Cena using Nikki. I assume odd parties know fair game. Yeah, man, honestly, like I said, I think once you're past it, I mean, it's been a while now. They've both moved on and had totally different lives now. So I'm pretty sure there's like over it by now, or over it enough to where they can use it in a promo.
Certainly not the answer Nikki Bella was hoping.
We got David Primero 1249 says Nikki coming for the title. She once lost to John Cena. Thank you, David. Oh,
what were you doing out there? You and I used to be friends, but what you did to Nikki was wrong.
Wrong? Excuse me.
Oh, they're doing Becky
coming at
Natty
me,
then.
Attacking me 3-on-1, 4 if you count Nikki like a bunch of cowards. I didn't do anything wrong.
How about a match next week, 1-on-1?
All right, yeah, let's go.
All right, challenge accepted.
I'll see you next week.
No, not you. No, her.
No, Becky.
See you next week, sweet cheeks.
Poor Maxine, she looks terrified. Poor they're gonna do Maxine versus Becky. Guys, that match is gonna be fun to watch. Oh man, that match is gonna be fun to watch. Ah, poor Maxine.
A wonderful
Oh shit, it's main event time already. Damn, that went by fast. Oh crap, I haven't sent the hold on one second, guys. I forgot to send Tempest the link for today. So today he is filling in for Santi.
Seth Rollins at Saturday night's main event last month.
You're absolutely
He's
right.
filling in for Santi today because Santi said he was probably going to be busy on his stream today. So he told me well in advance, obviously.
He wants to be at the top of the card.
All right,
he wants to live on top of the mountain. LA Knight has
and we'll make sure to double check Tempest's mic when he comes on.
Received in WWE.
All right,
his night.
Crazy stuff, man. Kev here says, now that is just cruel. Yeah, Andy, actually, you're kind of right in a way. He says it's like Lana too. Yeah, I get it, kind of like that vibe. Yeah. But I think Lana was.
Of course, Seth Rollins
I think was more advanced than Maxine. Like Maxine, I love her, bless her heart. But she's I really do like her. Like I legitimately like. You cannot hate Maxine, but we know that she's not at that level. And it's kind of, I don't know. It's just that she does some things that, like, whenever she does things, they come across as like cute, you know? I don't know what the right wording for that is, but come on, that's gonna be hella funny.
No Bronson Reed, no Braun Breaker because they are banned from ringside.
Spike Cutter says when Maxine does the reverse worm, the crowd will pop. Yeah, so fun. Dizza here says I just became a fan of Becky Lynch. Oh man, I can't believe she did her dirty like that.
Rollins came to Barclays Center tonight to celebrate.
All right, we got Tune 77. What's up, Tune 77? Says Beck straight. He third Nikki. I don't remember the last time a comment in a promo got that out of a pop. Yo, same man. Usually, because some of this stuff comes off like very manufactured, right? But in this one, it was just executed so freaking perfectly, and everyone knew it. She didn't even have to finish her sentence. Everyone knew it before she even finished the sentence where she was headed with it. Oh my God, it was so funny. Thank you, Toon77, for the super chat. We got Colin Richards 8129 who says, I need Nikki as IC champ. Hey man, I'm a fan of Nikki too, but I can tell you already, I already know what that thing will like blow. Like people will go crazy. Like some people will be like, yeah, Nikki's champ, and some people are gonna be like, WTF, what do you mean Nikki's champ? So I can already see that conversation like 10 miles away. It'd be kind of crazy, but I really do like Nikki a whole lot. I'm glad she's back. I don't mind her in these spots. I enjoy seeing her out there. Thank you, Colin Richards. We got Tracy here says, well, looks like Jay's Yeet entrance will be next week. Aren't you glad you chose that instead of saying Yeet after every super chat? Oh my God. Yeah, okay, don't worry. Next week, it'll give me time to work out my arms. Either way, the next time we see Jay, I gotta do the entire entrance. Yes, Tracy, you are right. Don't worry, I still have my 10 nice things to say about Seth Rollins. We got Infamous Raider Loco 6743 who says, is it a swerve and we are getting a triple threat with Denise, Tempest, and Santi? Love Nikki, kind of hope she gets the title in Paris, run by Lyra Troll. Ruined by Lyra Troll. Okay, so we already had 2 people go and let me know that they want to see Nikki as a champ. All right, cool. And yeah, that would be hella funny if I just like swerved everybody, but unfortunately, I'm not a swerver. I do not swerve. Thank you, Infamous Raider Loco.
An expertly executed plan came to fruition, and Rollins once again
Hey, Corey
finds
MacArthur, what
himself
is
as World
up?
Heavyweight
Good to
Champion.
see you on
Talked about his
here.
group that he has formed with Heyman and Reed and Breaker.
Oh,
called it
All
the
right, here we
vision
go.
earlier
Seth
tonight. The way
and
forward, the past,
Los
the present,
Angeles
and the
Knights.
future. And now LA Knight looking to stop Rollins in his tracks. What does Knight have to do, Corey, to take the title tonight?
LA Knight needs to do what he just did.
Tiger Claw Gamey says Denise gonna look like Jordan Grace after that Yeet entrance. Yo, for real.
From Saturday night.
I'm gonna be buff as fuck.
I was going to say, I mean, now,
but Knight needs to use the fury that he's feeling inside, that internal turmoil, channel it toward Seth Rollins.
Now Rollins will send Knight, reversal. Rollins out of the ropes, and LA Knight with a clothesline. Again, no Reed, no Breaker. Banned from ringside by our general manager tonight. Suplex, close into the cover and a kick out.
While Rollins was away, presumably injured, we heard from Paul Heyman and company.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding us of that. There's Tiffy annihilated Charlotte too. Yeah, that one was crazy with the divorce line. Yo, I nearly passed out. Nearly passed out. And then I almost nearly also passed out when fucking Charlotte went with the, well, is that why Ludwig Kaiser's in my DMs? I was like, stop it. Stop it.
LA Knight cannot afford a misstep,
It was hella crazy that day. That day was fun. Talking about that on the pod, that was
Rollins
fun.
has the advantage. LA Knight must pin or submit Rollins to win the championship tonight.
Dynasty Dan says, well, what happens if Braun and Bronson show up DQ? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
He'll afford to lose the
We got
title.
Kev here says CM Punk interferes in this match and you get this match at Clash in Paris. My predictions. Ooh, can you imagine CM Punk winning the title at Clash in Paris?
Lose of the century,
And then he's out there like with a little Pepsi and a little Eiffel Tower and a little championship.
Squandered the Money in the Bank contract to hold the
All right, I
title.
just visualized the whole thing.
Knight now outside the ring in pursuit of Rollins, who's trying
David
to stay
Primero says
clear.
New York Knight is
LA
coming
Knight
out to
looking at
help.
using Paul Heyman as a human shield. Oh, and LA Knight saw it coming and was able to block.
What I'm seeing so far is that the challenger is absolutely locked in.
We got David
LA
Kaplan
Knight
here who
has a
says,
game
hi
plan.
there, when
He's
you hosted Mark
executing
Raimondi,
to
my wife
perfection.
loved your pants. Where did you get them?
Gotta
She
be
really
careful
loved them.
not to get
Thanks.
himself
Hey, David, you know, I got a lot of compliment for those. Tell your wife I got them at Express. They were on sale online. I don't know if they're in stores, but I saw them online. So if she goes to Express online, she might find them there, David. Thank you. I actually got a lot of compliment for those pants. And now that I think about it, I don't know where those pants are at. I gotta look for them. But yeah, I've never gotten so many compliments than any other pants that I've worn than those ones. Oh, even Saraya, when I interviewed her, I was wearing those pants too, and she complimented them too. And I thought, well, if Saraya thinks my pants are hot, then my pants are hot. Thank you, David. I gotta look for them. I don't know where they're at. Now that I think about it, where are my pants? My fancy pants. I gotta look for them. David Primero says, ironic, both Nikki and Cena need to win the IC title.
And the architect, Seth Rollins, took over.
That's all it takes. And luckily for LA Knight, he's an incredibly tough guy.
Okay.
He
You
will
had me
fight
there.
his
Took
way
me a
back into
second to
this
think
match
about
in
that.
some capacity.
Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even consider
done.
that, to be
Rollins
honest.
only needs that
Thank you, David.
one tiny opening.
We're in a commercial break. We got 2 minutes. We got Frank here who says, so if his name is LA Knight and Denise Queen of LA, does that make him Mr. LA Hollywood Salcedo Knight? Does Mr. Denise Fatu know about this?
Thorn in Rollins' side for a number of months now, Corey.
Man,
it's become extremely personal.
I'm at least from here, you know?
That being LA Knight. Rollins would love to put LA in the
he
rear
just
view
lives out
mirror,
here, though.
move onward,
but like
move
wasn't
upward.
born here, though.
But Knight, he just
I don't know
relent.
LA Knight's
He's
whole
not
story.
gonna stop until he gets his pound
So
of flesh
funny.
from the visionary.
Mr. LA Hollywood Salcedo Knight.
As he polishes up the title. And now LA Knight starting to fight back on the champion. Got Rollins in the corner.
Thank you, Frank.
Whipping LA Knight. What an Irish whip.
Yeah, oh yeah, Big G says Nikki also needs the U.S. title too. Yeah, because that's a new
Rollins has
belt.
become so adept at over time. He's learned how to remove the crowd from the situation. When LA Knight's music hit, Barclays Center came unglued.
Miss DJ once says that sounds like a bad movie. Dude, where's my pants?
Without the fans, LA Knight.
Oh, didn't they do Dude, Where's My Car? Isn't that the one with Ashton Kutcher? Dude, where's my car? Or something?
Steady Knight across the ring.
We got Alan here. I actually kind of agree. He says this Raw has been the definition of okay. Yeah, I'm with you, Alan. I'm with you. But at least it's flown by, though. That's always nice. Can't complain when it flies by. Oh, thank you. Apparently everyone remembers Dude, Where's My Car? I only saw it once at my aunt's house. She had the DVD and she was like, we should watch it. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll watch Dude, Where's My Car? And that was like 15 years ago, and I don't remember shit from that movie.
And if you're Seth Rollins, you're using this matchup as an opportunity to make an example out of LA Knight, to really start off this championship reign on a whole new level, a warning to the whole roster.
All right, we're
Seth
back from
Rollins,
commercial
the
break.
World Heavy Champion in control. LA Knight, the challenger, looking to somehow rally. Paul Heyman, Rollins Oracle at ringside. Reed, Breaker, banned from ringside. Oh, and what a chop by Rollins. And LA Knight firing back.
Hey, what's up, IME28? Thank you for the super chat. He says, how do you watch when they are in commercials? So I have a VPN, and basically with the VPN, I change my location either to the United Kingdom or to Canada. I usually just like to, for whatever reason, it's my little fun. I like to go back and forth between Canada and the UK. I switch it up every week. Yeah, so with the VPN, I change my location to Canada or the UK, just outside the United States, and they play the commercials for those that are not in the United States. So if you have Netflix and you have a VPN, you can also do the exact same thing if that's something that you were interested in doing, so that you can see what's going on in the commercial. So that is how I don't get commercials. Thank you so much, IME, for asking and for the super chat. Thank you.
Rollins couldn't plan for that one.
Crawls to the cover, flips his arm over the chest, and a kick out at 2. Oh,
The infamous he just says, dummy. Yeah.
It was almost over before it began for Seth Rollins. An epic super.
Sven Big says I pay the minimum, so I watch Dirty Dom eating wings for Wingstop.
The playing field once again.
Oh, you get the WWE commercials?
Can LA Knight
I didn't even know. I've never watched Raw now. Ever since they went to Netflix, I never watch it without the VPN, so I don't really know what else they roll in there.
Rollins to his feet as
We got
well.
Frank here
Now
who says,
Rollins
dude, where's my
measuring
car is the
the
classic. Him
challenger.
ordering Chinese food kept me dying.
delivered
Then the
tonight.
tattoo reveal. What's my say, dude? What about mine,
Right,
sweet?
answering back.
What does mine say, dude? What does mine say, sweet? Okay, I need to rewatch this movie clearly
into a
because I have no
slugfest.
idea what I just said. I truly have no idea what I just said
I don't know if
or
this is a
read.
situation Rollins wants to be caught in. You don't want
I
to
don't
trade
know. I feel
hands
like I don't
with
really
LA
see
Knight.
Dude, where's my car on any of the streaming services either. So maybe I'll
To your
see if
point,
it's on
Corey
any
Knight
of
now
the
with
ones
the
that I
upper
already
hand.
paid for.
Delivering the big rights to the champion. Now a clothesline.
Sometimes you just got to plant your feet and start swinging.
Thank you,
Side
Frank.
Russian
You're the
leg
best,
sweep
man.
By the challenger.
Rollins into the corner, chest first, neck breaker. Cover by Knight.
Dynasty Dan says you read the only funny lines in the entire movie. Oh no. Oh no.
Paul Heyman again feeling some discomfort on the outside, while inside the ring it's Rollins who's experiencing it courtesy of a neck breaker.
By the way, I feel like
from
this is one of
LA
LA
Knight,
Knight's
but not
biggest
enough to do
matches
the trick yet.
in a long time. And I'm not even counting the Saturday night's main event because
Knight
of the way
back
that
to
it
his
ended.
feet.
I'm talking
Just
like
beginning to
Raw,
grow.
SmackDown, pretty much anything. It feels like I don't remember the last time he had like
Gonna
this kind of a
drag
match
Rollins
on a
back
main
up.
event, on Raw,
Seth
obviously on
Rollins,
Raw,
jawbreaker.
main event, the whole thing.
And Knight caught him. Wow. Power
Race
slam
P
by
says that
Knight.
movie would be canceled if it was made today.
Oh, and Seth got the knees up for the elbow.
The champion.
Andy Nerschel
muscling up
says The
LA
Office
Knight.
wouldn't be allowed on TV today.
Here it comes.
I've only seen The Office one time. I'm not as big of a diehard fan as other people are for The Office.
Is it enough for Knight to pick up the win of the title? And a
My
kick out to
husband
an
and me
airfall.
watched The Office together. He loved it so much more than I did. He is
Knight
like, let's
realizes
rewatch
that was
it.
a
Let's watch it
tremendous
again. And I was
opportunity right
like,
there, Corey.
watch it by yourself.
It
I'm
was,
good.
but
I already saw it
Rollins
one time
reminding the
through. I'm
world that
good.
Just because you may not like him doesn't mean you shouldn't respect him. Rollins is the real deal.
Capacity crowd. Barclays.
Julius here says, I like Louisiana Night more than Los Angeles Night.
Rollins for the World
Louisiana
Heavyweight
Night.
Championship.
I like that.
LA Knight letting the world know where his vision is. Locked on the World Heavyweight Championship on the outside of the ring.
I'm
And
almost
LA
done
Knight
rewatching
can
Gilmore
sense it.
Girls for the second
BFT
time, all the way
incoming.
straight through.
Rollins
So that's
struggling
the
to
one
his
that I'm
feet. Knight
rewatching.
from behind.
I'm almost done with it. I'm already on the
Rollins
last
scoops him up, throws him
season.
down. Kick out at 2.
And I might restart it again from the beginning because I love Gilmore Girls. It's just so relaxing to watch.
Able to counter that and a DDT.
Nice.
The champion
Hey, man,
down
Los
again,
Angeles
but
Knight is
still
hanging
no
in there.
condition to finish the fall.
Yeah, but you got to give LA Knight credit.
Oh, maybe I was wrong.
Oh,
LA
Dean Jackson,
Knight
I've
countered
rewatched
everything
Friends all the
Rollins
way
was
through
throwing
like
at him.
10 times already. Friends and Sex in the City. Sex in the City and Friends, I will rewatch anytime. Oh, and Frasier. Frasier I've rewatched through like 3 times already
From the
too.
top rope delivers the elbow to the champion.
Modern Family I also rewatched too. I like
comes
Modern
again
Family
now.
too.
LA Knight is
But I
getting
think the
so
show that
close,
I've
Cole, he can
most
sense it, he can
rewatched
taste
is
it.
Sex in the City and
Almost
Friends.
connected
Those
to
ones
the
are like
DDT
neck and
there,
neck.
But Seth Rollins out driven overall announce
I
table.
personally just really love Sex in the City because it just feels like a more adult kind of show.
Rollins hit hard. It was hard too. But Seth Rollins now trying to drag himself up out of the wreckage in LA Knight. And this is a smart move by Knight. Stay on the attack, Corey, with Seth Rollins in trouble now.
Yeah.
If this would be an appropriate time to make a Jalen Brunson reference. Well,
wrong,
we're not
wrong arena.
Right city, wrong arena.
Wrong arena.
That's why I don't talk basketball.
And Rollins now sent over the announce table, and LA Knight could be closing in.
Mike
on his
Cohen
first
says
ever
Denise, where's
World
the double J
Heavyweight title.
guitar? Oh yeah. It's right here. My double J guitar. It's here. Don't worry. We got it. Slap nuts.
Oh, now
It's here.
Rollins. Couldn't quite see if he went low there.
I forgot which stream it was, but I hung out. I carried the guitar the whole stream because it was so fun. See, that's why I gotta put it out, or else it's gonna distract me. Oh, I gotta put it out of my sight. If it's
And now,
in my sight, I
Seth
will start
Rollins,
playing with it the whole show.
Sending LA Knight into the post.
Yeah, Omar, I'm
Rollins
with
was
you. I
trying
love
to
How
get
I Met Your
rid of his
Mother.
feet. It looked like he went low on Knight for momentarily, and then he He drove Knight into the ring post, and now Rollins mounting Knight at ringside and hammering away.
Finally got myself untangled from the wreckage over here. Can you hear me?
Here we got you, Corey.
All right.
We lost all our monitors out here, but now we've got Rollins breaking the count. And he wants to punish. He wants to teach LA Knight a lesson here tonight.
Again, this is about more than LA Knight to Seth Rollins. This is for the entire roster. Seth wants to establish.
Elijah says, their wrestling team, we tried to play with the guitar. No, I just make up stupid songs, honestly. I have more fun making up songs than I do try to recreate songs.
Well, Rollins, of course.
Andy Inertial says, ever really want to laugh watching Gilligan's Island? Yeah, I've never seen Gilligan's Island, actually.
The World Heavyweight Championship. Oh!
You want to hurt me? You want to hurt me? You want to hurt me?
They exposed the floor, took off the mats. Ooh, what a jerk slapping him like that. Come on, LA Knight, you got to get your ass up. Oh no, he's going to try to curb stomp him on the ground. No! Los Angeles Knight. Oh, and there he is, guys. CM Punk technically saved LA Knight there from practically being killed. And Punk's attacking Seth, getting some revenge.
Come here to help LA Knight.
Get in there, Punker.
Rollins cashed in on Punk on Saturday, and now Punk
had a whole day to rest after the beating that Gunther gave him. I didn't even think he'd ever breathe again after that beating. Bro, he just saved your ass. You were about to get curb stomped onto the concrete. Why are you mad? I mean, I know he ruined your match, but also, holy shit, Braun just freaking speared Punk. Like, I know he ruined his match, but he also kind of saved his life. So there's that. I think that's fair and square. I think one trumps the other.
Breaker and Reed mauling LA Knight on
Oh, we're so going to get a tag team match, probably. Next week or something, who knows?
And things are about to go real bad for Knight and Punk here. The 330-pound Reed dropping an elbow on Knight. And I mean, Punk went through that war with Gunther on Saturday. I'm surprised he's even able to walk tonight. And then he was speared by Breaker. And Braun, and a spear to Knight.
If we know anything about CM Punk, is that as long as there is breath in his lungs, he will never forgive Seth Rollins for what happened at SummerSlam.
He may not have any breath after tonight. Rollins now in position. And Rollins with a stop to LA Knight.
This is the message. This is the warning to the roster from Seth freaking Rollins, the new World Heavyweight Champion. Come at the King, you best not miss.
And now Punk being held back by Reed, and Rollins with a stomp to Punk again tonight.
Absolute power and total control.
Damn, the Punker and LA Knight need a few more friends, man.
Punk laid out.
Where are Roman's shoes?
Rollins,
they're probably well kept somewhere in the back right now.
Well, the visionary, Seth Rollins.
Paul Heyman's mocking the CM Punk chance.
For the future of WWE.
Yeah, Ace Front, you're onto something. He says this is the start of your War Games team at Survivor Series. You're right, man. You're right. We're almost there. Mick Economics says steal CM Punk shoes, please. Bro. Mick Economics. Oh, there's Roman. Oh, good. Good, Roman. Get out there. Good. Get your shoes back, bro. Although I don't think they have him out there. Wait, he's going to come from a different direction, I think.
The OTC does not forget.
Oh, no, he came from the front. Okay.
Roman Reigns is here. Superman punch.
Bronson, like he knew he was coming and still took a Superman punch like that. Where's Seth now? Oh.
Reigns tries breaker to the steps.
Ooh, Roman helping Punk and LA Knight.
And now for the first
I
time
think we
since
are
the
onto
betrayal
something
at
about these future
WrestleMania.
War Games teams. Get in there and beat the shit out of them. Come on. Get your shoes back, Roman. At some point, you got to get them back. Ah, boo. Boo.
Pressure. Breaker trying to get Roman from behind. Roman with a double leg takedown and out the right hands. And now Big Bronson Reed back into the fray. Taken down by Reigns. And Reigns now mounting Reed.
The OTC is a one-man army right now.
And a stop. A stop by Rollins. Roman never saw it coming. And now Rollins and Reed laying waste to everything in their path.
You think we get Jay? Oh, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. Oh, nice. What's the sound? I was like, oh, he's going for it. A nice little spear. Speed, Roman's being held.
Punk.
Oh, no.
Laid out cold.
Oh, no, Cole.
Oh, no, Tsunami splash on. Oh, Jesus. Bronson didn't even wait a beat there. He just fucking went for it.
Help out here. Somebody's got to get Reigns out of the ring.
He's going for another one. Roman.
Tsunami.
Who the hell's going to stop
Poor Roman.
Godzilla?
Got Tsunami twice. He's now just Row. Oh,
And
shit.
he's not done yet.
He's going for a third one. Do it.
Pearce leading the troops out here to the ring to prevent an unmitigated disaster. Tsunami again.
3 times.
To prevent what?
He went from OTC to just velocity in the sea during that.
Bronson Reed once said, tsunamis destroy islands.
Pearce thought he was going to have a good day today. I don't know, Pearce. It didn't really work out for you. Yeah, 3 tsunamis on Roman Reigns is kind of a big deal, in my opinion.
The tribal thief.
Wait, he took his shoes again?
The sneakers from Roman Reigns.
He took his shoes again. Yo, Bronson's about to come out with a whole ass collection of Roman shoes. Also, I kind of just want him to take everybody's shoes now. Like anytime he tsunami splashes anybody, just like take their shoes. That's funny. He had the white ones, now he's got black ones. Look, he even has a selection of colors that he can pick from for Roman shoes. So funny. Oh my God. All right, guys. Well, we got to go ahead and get into our post show. I'm going to wait for Tempest to get in here. So before Tempest gets in here, let me catch up really quickly with our super chats here because we got Dan Jackson who says Ultimate Redemption will be Ron Killings and Cena. I don't know if they'll have to run it back. I mean, I feel like they've already pretty much done all they can do there. So I'm going to probably say no, but thank you, Dan. We got Infamous Raider Loco who says, wait, so you're saying we can get Denise on Double J as she raps slow motion for Juvenile with SOB? With Sob? Sign me up. LFG, Denise, let's do it. Let me see. Where is that? Okay, you're about to hear the worst guitar and singing playing ever. Okay. I like it like that. She working that thing. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Move it, move it, move it. Slow motion for me. All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Frank. Oh no, that now lives on the internet. Terrible. Terrible stuff. All right. Let's see. Thank you, everyone. Oh man, that country. Oh man, I can't. I don't know what's happening anymore. Oh man. All right, we got to go ahead and go to a break, everyone. Let's get into. We'll come back with the post show with Tempest in a moment. hold on, I forgot what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I have to get rid of this first. And then we got to go ahead and roll this ad. So let's give some love over to our sponsors, Blue Chew. Make sure to use that promo code Blue Chew, code Denise. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. So make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Denise. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Denise. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Alrighty, guys, and I'm still waiting for Tempest to get in here. I'm pretty sure he got the link, so we'll just give him a second to get in here into the room. But in the meantime, I'm gonna reach out and get into some more of your guys' chat. So in the meantime, just blow up the chat and see what we got in here, and let me see what everyone's saying. Oh, Tempest is here. Cool. Hey, Tempest.
Hello.
How are you?
This has become a trend. 3 nights in a row is more than I get to see most of my friends these days. So
yes,
we're back. We're positive. We're going to try and make the most out of a really weird weekend of WWE shows.
Hey, so before we get started, I want to make sure that we do an audio check for Tempest. How does Tempest sound to everybody? If Tempest just say count to 10 or something, I want to make sure everyone can actually hear you and everything today.
Yeah, this is always the thing. We couldn't quite test the audio because I'm jumping in the middle of the stream. I can't check it in the back end. I can't hear myself by any means. So how do people think it sounds?
Okay, so far I'm seeing because I was hearing you yesterday, but apparently some people weren't. So I'm no longer trusting me. I'm gonna make sure to ask the chat first. All right, everyone says it sounds good and they can hear you. Wonderful. So we can roll with our show here today. All right, let's get to it, everybody. Let's go. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Raw Post Show. We got Tempest today filling in for Santi. It is Monday, August 4th. It is the night after SummerSlam, Raw after SummerSlam. Tempest, it is good to be on here today. First and foremost, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right. It's been a really weird 24 hours, and it's been difficult to exist in a wrestling space over those 24 hours, but that's the gig, that's the job, and I watched Raw and have thoughts about it, so let's get into it.
Let's get it on tonight. Let's go. All right. Sorry, everyone got me in this funky, spunky mood where now all of these songs are stuck in my head right now. So I'm not even speaking anymore in words. I'm speaking now in lyrics. But anyways, we got to get into this show. However, before we get started, I lost a bet when we were watching SummerSlam. One of our viewers here, Tracy, basically said that if Seth won, and he did, I would have to come on here and say 10 nice things about Seth Rollins. So your girl is owning up to her bet. I do not have a list plan, so I am winging this. Chat, you're going to have to help me out here. But here we go. 10 nice things about Seth Rollins because I am a woman of my word. All right. 1, Seth Rollins is a good world heavyweight champion. I've seen him now with the championship belt multiple times, and each time I have felt that he has done a good job. 2, I really like Seth Rollins' cash-in at WrestleMania 31. Was it 31? It was 31. Yes, I was there. In Santa Clara. And that was a really awesome moment. And I was very happy for Seth Rollins when that happened. So he did a good job cashing in that year. 3, Seth Rollins did a really good job at picking a very, very hot and talented wife in Becky Lynch. So I say kudos. Good job, Seth Rollins, for finding yourself a hot wife. 4, Seth Rollins is a girl dad. And I love the way that he talks about his daughter and how proud he is to be a girl dad. So shout out to Seth Rollins on that. 5, I like that Seth Rollins has the guts to wear all of these crazy outfits, even if he's out there, looking like Lady Gaga, which I love Lady Gaga, by the way, or Cruella DeVille, or all of these other things that people have said. He has the guts to go out there and wear that clothes. 6.
6 comes after 5. You got this.
Oh, God, I'm thinking. Seth has great hair, by the way. Seth has phenomenal hair. So shout out to him. The hairline is great. 7, I love Seth Rollins' matches. Actually, that was going to be first, but I forgot to say it first. Seth Rollins is actually a really great wrestler, so I want to make sure to throw that out there. I feel like he always works a fun pacing that I never get bored at, so shout out to Seth for that. Steph's always very nice in interviews. Whether I've interviewed him or other people have interviewed him, I always feel like he's really nice to everybody. So shout out to Seth on that.
You got 2 more. You can do it.
Oh, okay. Seth did a really great job when he was in the Shield, and it was really cool to see him be part of an iconic stable. All right. And then 10. Hold on. Let me think. What haven't I said? Fuck. 10. You know what? I don't recall ever hating a Seth Rollins match. Does that count? Like, he has a good collection of matches? A really good collection of matches. I'm trying to think if there's a Seth Rollins match that I hate. And I don't think I have one. So I feel like that one definitely has to go up there. Seth has a really great collection of matches. I did it! 10 nice things about Seth Rollins. All right,
a couple of those are kind of similar. Being a good wrestler and having good matches are pretty close, but to run out of steam at the end.
You can be a good wrestler and have bad matches. Fine, should I throw another 10?
I suppose it's true. No, I think it's fair. I'm not going to be the arbiter of this. I liked him when he was the
Messiah. That was fun. He was a good Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I gave 11. I count that as 11.
I like one of them was just that he has a daughter. And he loves his daughter. Which, that is
nice
an admirable quality. That's a good quality for a man to have.
Exactly. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and get right into the show here. So we got quite of a lot to get into, and I want to kick things off with Seth Rollins. Since we're on the topic of Seth, we might as well stick with that first. So Seth Rollins today had a confrontation with LA Knight, had a promo also to kick off the show where he was basically telling people, shame on everybody for not supporting him in everything that he's done since WrestleMania, right? He's confronted by LA Knight. LA Knight basically calls him out on his BS and everything that has happened since Saturday night's main event. This then leads to a match here in the main event between Seth and LA Knight, in which at one point Seth Rollins is about to curb stomp LA Knight into the concrete floor, but CM Punk comes in and attacks Seth Rollins. So not only does he attack him, but he also kind of saves LA Knight in this situation. Now, before we get into the melee that ensued afterwards, what did you think of this portion of the show, from the promo to the actual matchup, and then we'll get into the melee?
Well, it was what I suggested they might do on Saturday night, so of course I'm going to think it was a great idea. Tying in the Saturday night's main event deal where, yeah, Seth, you can go about feigning this injury to gain a one-up on the competition, and no one expects a cash-in when that happens, sure. But of course, the trade-off of that is that you had to lose that match to do it. And so to acknowledge that loss, to give LA Knight a way back into a main event title picture, I think that was a very smart move. I thought the finish was like, I don't know, like, it was kind of lame, just there being a DQ finish in the main event. You know, it's not a clean finish. And I guess the trade-off of that is, yeah, it meant that we got this big brawl, chaotic moment at the end of the show, which I thought was, you know, the highlight of the show. And maybe it's going to mean now that LA Knight can remain in that title picture for even longer than he would have done if this was just kind of a one-and-done, nice first title defense for Seth Rollins. So I thought the main event was solidly worked. I thought that Adam Pearce on this show being like, you know what, I've had enough of this. We're going to have a crazy night. Here's some exciting things. I think that was a good way to tie that together at the end, with everybody coming out, because, you know, that is the sort of thing he was trying to avoid, and he's kind of losing control of this with this new heel faction on the loose. I thought the presentation of all of these things with LA Knight and CM Punk and Seth Rollins tied together on the show was done fairly well. I would have maybe, if I had like one critique of it, would have liked some sort of backstage segment with the Vision, if that is what they are to be called, kind of backstage throughout the show. Because it didn't feel like they were the narrative thread of the show. It just felt like they kind of bookended it. You know, they opened the show and they closed the show. But even like the Sheamus and Rusev thing, where they were fighting throughout backstage, that felt like more of the ongoing storyline throughout the night. And I would have just liked a bit more feeling of like presence of Seth Rollins and his new group throughout the show as it went on. But again, that's
it could have been
a
something.
minor critique.
It could have been as something as simple of maybe them backstage talking about how Braun and Braun Breaker are both banned from ringside in the main event. So it really could have been something simple just to kind of keep the thread of the show instead of, like you said, just having the bookends for both of them. But I'm thinking that they probably found, because they did have a lot of backstage segments today with a lot of different parties, matches. Like in the first 44 minutes, they had 3 backstage segments, or not all were backstage, but they had 3 moments where they had to make matches for later on in the show in like the first 44 minutes of the show. So I feel like they maybe thought, okay, well, we got a lot already. I think for me, if I had any critique, I was actually maybe not even a critique, but I was more surprised that Seth Rollins didn't gloat to everybody about having tricked everyone. That was something that really wasn't necessarily talked about as much as I thought it would have been in the promo. So that was the one note that I had there. I know you mentioned the ending, not really liking it, ending in a DQ. I was okay with it because here's the thing. I've gotten to the point where it's been weird, right, with LA Knight, where he's the guy, but he like, in terms of like people like him, but it really hasn't gone anywhere with LA Knight, and him winning in that weird way at Saturday night's main event. All right, still a win. It was weird, but he still won, right? And then this way, it kind of felt like they don't want to necessarily pin LA Knight. Does that make sense? But at the same time, Seth Rollins is the world heavyweight champion. So if anyone's going to pin you, it might as well be the world heavyweight champion. But I also feel that this kind of connected nicely, only because, like I said, CM Punk did technically save LA Knight's life there. Someone curb stomps anybody on a concrete, we're probably going to be dead after that. So technically, he saved his life. And we have a couple of people here that are mentioning how this might be starting to shape up a possible War Games team down the line. I know we're still a little bits away, but you know, we got time to get there. Take what we had at the end of it was CM Punk helping LA Knight, and then we also had Roman Reigns come out and also go after, take out Bronson, take out Braun, and try to go after Seth Rollins. But of course, Seth Rollins, you know, kind of taking the chicken shit way out. But in the end, it all turned into like a massive melee where Roman Reigns was taken out by the Vision. So that's where we're at on that. Do you kind of see this as a possibility of where we're starting to head over for a possible War Games, or do you think we're thinking too far in advance?
I mean, I think we might be looking too far in advance, just in the sense of like, you know, as soon as the clock hits November, then it's like, all right, gang warfare time. Everybody grab a team. It's time for War Games. Just, it wouldn't surprise me if it felt quite as organic, you know, this time around. You know, in various years, there are varying degrees of how far in advance it feels like they plan out the War Games stuff. Last year was maybe a better example than most with the dual bloodline deal. But as far as this one goes, I wouldn't be surprised by any means if you have the top heel faction being one of the ones that's going to be in the mix for War Games. I think that's a pretty safe bet. all things considered. I liked Roman Reigns getting involved in this. I think the overall climactic angle of tonight's show was definitely the focal point of it all. It was definitely like the thing where the most stuff was happening. Elsewhere on the show, I thought it was, kind of middling, a little uncreative in times. It was just kind of a bunch of matches. Not a lot of important fallout of SummerSlam. There were a couple things that we'll get to, of course, but this felt like the biggest thing. And again, maybe I just wanted the world title scene to kind of play throughout the show a little bit as I was watching some of the other matches and not really being that invested in them. But saving CM Punk for the run-in in the main event meant that we didn't get like a cool CM Punk promo on this show for something kind of in the middle of the show to be like one of the big, moments of the night after SummerSlam. I'm sure that's now being saved for like next week. I'm sure I'll cut a promo on next week's show, and this is just me going like, but I wanted it now, and the show that I'm watching right now.
I think we always want CM Punk promos.
Naturally, it's hard to make a show worse with one. But that was just kind of my feeling, is everything was saved for the end, and it made the end very good, but I think as a result, it made parts of the middle of the show a little bit, inconsequential.
My favorite part was when Bronson Reed took Roman Reigns' shoes again. I think the camera missed it because by the end of it, we just saw him with the new shoes. And I'm like, wait, those are Roman's shoes. Is it weird that now I kind of want him not just to always steal Roman's shoes? I just want him to steal anybody's shoes. Like someone said when he took out CM Punk, imagine had he taken CM Punk's shoes too. And he's just taking people's shoes like he's his victim. You know how when they have like murderers, they go out there and they always like take something from the victim? That's Bronson Reed, except with a crazy foot fetish, apparently.
He needs to tie every pair of shoes together, and it's going to be like this giant chain link of all the shoes that he's taken from his victims. I'm here for it. Sure, it's a bit goofy and wacky, but it's happened more than once now. Now it's a trend. You can't just stop now. You got to keep going for the shoes. And I know Roman Reigns has got taste. Those are some expensive shoes. If he wants to make a little bit of extra money on top of his WWE downside, selling those shoes, that's the way to go.
This is his retirement fund right here. That's what Bronson Reed is doing. He's like, I don't trust WWE. Let me make sure I get some shoes just in case, you never know. And now he even has a pretty nice, colorful collection. Some white shoes, some red shoes. It's all looking pretty good for Bronson Reed. I want to thank Infamous Raider Loco for his gifting 5 DWO memberships. Thank you so much, Frank. You're so giving on here. Thank you. We got Lewis Rothel. Hey, Lewis, good to see you again. He says, Bronson shoe thief greater than Mercedes belt collector. Hey, look, I've laughed way harder seeing Bronson take people's shoes. So I gotta shout out the homie Bronson. Plus, you guys know, I don't know if you know this, Tempest, but here at the DWO, we are the biggest. We are the Bronson Reed fan club. Like, we're the official fan club and everything. Like, we even got a graphic. Do you want to see our Bronson Reed graphic?
Of course I do.
Okay, let me pull it up. Hold on 1 second. It's somewhere in here. I should have been ready. Had I promoted it, I should have mentioned it. Ah, crap. Hold on. Wait, I swear to God, I have it. All right, here we go. Here's my Bronson Reed graphic. It's just a bunch of meat on the screen.
This is multi-purpose. This can be used for like any time a big man has a match in wrestling.
I do.
These days.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, you need to do the Bronson Reed. He's going to get enough shoes that he's just going to be covered in shoes, and then someone's going to give him a German suplex, like Mercedes got German suplex, and all the shoes are going to go everywhere, and that one guy's going to animate all the Sonic rings going everywhere where the shoes go flying.
That's so funny. All right, we got Infamous Raider Loco who says that performance deserves new followers. So for those of you who missed it, I performed slow motion in a guitar country style right before the show. Tune into the watch-alongs. Frank also gifted another 5 DWO memberships. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. We got Tracy WV who says, wow. Tracy was the one who we did the bet for the Seth Rollins thing. She says, wow, that was painful to watch, but you did it. Yep. I did it. That's all that matters. We got Sleazeboy here who says, in regards to the burn Nikki Bella got, Denise, tell her to DM me and I'll appear with her next week. Be hotter than Becky and Seth, unless Asuka and Kyrie hit me up to make EO jealous. Hey, Sleazeboy, shoot your shot, bro. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, man. Thank you, Sleazeboy. Let's get into that right now because that was a hell of a moment, man. So Becky Lynch goes out there, right, and she's talking her shit. She's talking about being Intercontinental Champion, being the best, whatever. She's being Becky, right? And she starts talking about how she needs more competition and where's the competition. So at that point, all of the fans basically know, hey, somebody else is going to come out right now, but we didn't really know who that other person was going to be. It ended up being Nikki Bella. And they had like a pretty lengthy promo, right? And in the beginning, you're wondering like, what's this going to be? We ended up getting 2 burns, one of which nearly killed me and killed many people with like shock and laughter and all of that. But one of the things that Becky told Nikki was she brought up Happy Gilmore too, because both of them were in the movie, except unfortunately Nikki Bella's parts got cut in the movie, so her parts didn't make it, so Becky rubbed it in. But then the part that stung, the part that hurt, the part that Nikki could not come back from was the moment when she brought up John Cena and how they were once, could have been the hot couple, but instead it's Becky and Seth. But the way that she worded it and how she did it, everybody popped for that. What'd you think, Tempest?
Well, it's a matter of taste, isn't it? I mean, I cannot look at this segment and say that it did not work for the people in the crowd. Particularly that moment. Like, it was getting holy shit chants. People were just stood up, going out of their minds. I've not seen a reaction to just a line in a promo like this in a very long time, so I have
Someone
to give
mentioned since Charlotte and Tiffany. Remember when she brought up Charlotte's divorces? Yeah, I think it's been since then.
And at least this one felt like they probably okayed this with each other ahead of time, unlike that one. But yeah, I'm a tough audience for something like this. I have never really been much of a Nikki Bella fan personally, and I know that that'll get me chastised.
Don't worry,
on the
I love
internet
Nikki
in
Bella, so
certain
even
circles
Steven's
and
here.
everything.
I love Nikki.
Yeah, we balance each other out that way. But I thought that what they were doing with the segment at points was very interesting because they played a lot with when Becky Lynch debuted and where both women were at in their careers at the time. Nikki Bella talking about that was my era and you showed up and you were this meek, insecure girl, unwilling to take the big step up and challenge me one-on-one at the time and everything like that. And of course, that's all kayfabe and, not true. I mean, maybe it is, but, for the sake of kayfabe, that's a storyline quote. But then Becky starts saying that, well, she arrived at that time because she was trying to rescue the women's division from Nikki Bella and her era. And I was there. I remember that. That's very much true. So that felt like that kind of, there's a little bit of like the reality kind of being woven into the storyline, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed that, like, hey, I remember that. That feels like someone telling the truth as opposed to just a little bit of kayfabe. Other than that, my one kind of gripe with this, and maybe it's just because I feel like we've seen it a lot, is I would really love a promo segment between, top women like this to not devolve into just taking shots at their partners and, you got broken up with by this person and whatnot.
But damn, does it sting though?
It worked. It worked for the crowd. So for the sake of that, I can't say that it wasn't successful tonight. But for my taste, I feel like every time someone's going to go out there and like do a dig at Seth Rollins instead, your wife's a bigger star than you, and something like that. I just feel like we've really hit that dead horse a lot. And, I feel like that goes both ways with Nikki Bella and with Becky Lynch. Like that we've retread over that talking point a lot. I was much more interested in the kind of real life, state of the women's division type thing that they were going for. But obviously we can see which one worked better for the live audience. So again, personal taste.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those moments where you're just like, Ouch. Oh, she's dead already. Stop it, Becky. Stop it. I thought she had already gotten her with the Happy Gilmore thing because I thought, that's a pretty rough thing, for anybody to, when you get casted in a movie or a TV show, it's a really big deal and you feel so happy and so excited. And then for your moment to be cut and then for it to be like the biggest Netflix movie ever. Tempest, you, me, and everybody here would be hella depressed if we got cut from the biggest movie of Netflix ever. It would be depressed, right? So I felt like it was such a sick burn already, but then the John Cena stuff, just threw it over the top. I feel like Becky right now is just, she's just, I feel like we say this a lot about Becky, that she's constantly on another level, but she's constantly peeling different layers to herself and what more she can do. And the new theme song, it gives her so much of that attitude, like, I'm coming down the ring, I'm the man, like, screw you all. That's the vibe that I'm getting from Becky, and I love it.
Yeah. I thought, as you were saying about Happy Gilmore and getting your part cut, I was like, yeah, she could have thrown that back that Seth Rollins had his part in Captain America earlier this year.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, no, I just said they shouldn't bring up their husbands and their wives and everything. But
wait, what movie was it? It was the superhero movie, right?
Yeah, it was Captain America earlier this year.
You know what, though? I have a feeling that because I completely forgot about that, but you're right. But I have a feeling maybe that one might be a little bit more touchy,
Yeah.
That's probably why they didn't go for it.
Hey,
oh, man,
Seth
that's
Rollins
so
could have been in
funny.
the MCU. But as far as Becky Lynch goes, I totally agree. And it made me remember that another one of the talking points in this promo segment that didn't quite land with me, because I don't believe that it's like entirely truthful, was when Nikki Bella was saying to Becky, like, this isn't your era. This isn't your division and everything. And I'm like, it kind of is. Like, she's not the world champion. So in that sense, I kind of get it. Like, technically, as far as the card goes, there are people who are above her. But Becky Lynch has been pretty fucking undeniable for a very long time now. Like, those WrestleMania matches, the WrestleMania main events, all of these things, Becky Lynch could very easily be considered the most successful women's wrestler in WWE history. And to go out there and, like, kind of diminish, what she's saying or any, at least attempt to, I was like, I don't believe you. And you're the baby face in this segment.
When she said she was disappointed in her. And I'm thinking, like, I get disappointed in terms of how she behaves, but I think the way it was worded was disappointed in her accomplishments.
It's like, how could you possibly? She was the first woman to win the WrestleMania main event. The most undeniable resume over the last 5 to 10 years, outside of, I guess, on paper, like a Charlotte Flair or something like that. Not the person I would describe as having had a disappointing career by any stretch of the imagination. So it was one of those things. And maybe that's just because I am a bigger Becky Lynch fan than I am a Nikki Bella fan. But I listened to what Becky Lynch was saying, and I was like, I agree with the points that you're making. And I don't quite agree with a lot of the points that Nikki Bella is making. So maybe that threw off my kind of perception of the whole segment just a little bit. But again, I keep going personal taste. It worked for the people in the crowd.
And we also, because this kind of ties into that, we also had a Bayley Lyra backstage segment where Bayley and Lyra were sort of both looking for each other. And Lyra told her, I'm done with you. Like, you and me, we don't work. Stay away from me. And unfortunately, Bayley didn't look like she attempted to screw Lyra legitimately in their matchup at the matchup at SummerSlam with Becky Lynch, but she did. And so Lyra's fed up, man. What happens here? What do we finish this off? Does she actually stay away? Does Bayley turn heel? Does one of them go to SmackDown? I don't know. What do you think is the best possible scenario here? Because it still feels like there's more that can be done.
Absolutely. This was one of the times that I thought they did play off what happened at SummerSlam very well on this show, because this was a very natural reaction to what happened. It wasn't this big heel turn on the night. It wasn't Lyra attacking Bayley backstage or anything like that. It was just Lyra having a very human realization of, like, listen, we clearly don't work. We're not good for each other. So I'm not your friend. I'm not going to be your enemy. I don't need to fight you over this. Just leave me alone. And it felt almost like a breakup in that sense, where you can feel like this is really toxic and not working for us, and I don't want to argue about it. I just want us to go our separate ways, and we'll be both better off for it. I really like that dynamic, and if that is to continue, if these two are to continue to interact with one another, how you are then taking those people who one person just wants to be left alone and the other maybe is looking for some kind of, acceptance from the other, forgiveness from the other, whatever, maybe that can drive a potential heel turn from one side or the other, where what happens when you don't leave the person that just wants to be left alone? I think that's a really interesting character dynamic that they could explore, and either person could turn heel out of it. That I think is really interesting. Having that be able to go either way leads to so much more intrigue in the actual segments, because you will not know which way it's going to go. I think that bit, a fantastic potential storyline that they could do.
The part that you mentioned about any of them turning heel and how if someone, think about it, if someone doesn't leave you alone, at some point you might crack. You might be like, I'm fed up already. You might snap. And I can see that happening with Lyra, where she finally goes, I freaking had it. She has a moment where that's it. She implodes. She's a mad woman suddenly. So I could see it happening that way, or I could see it be in a situation where Bayley starts to feel like, you know what? Everybody is dissing me. Everybody's disrespecting me in every single possible way that one can be disrespected. I've had it. I'm going to, go evil or whatever, right? So I do see both scenarios can be playing out here. So we'll see what happens. We got Infamous Raider Loco who says, so we getting triple threat in Paris, Seth, Punk, LA Knight. I don't know if it'll be a triple threat. I mean, they both still have claim, right? Because, well, here's the thing. You might actually be right, because LA Knight still has claim. He got a DQ. His match ended in a DQ. Punk ruined it, so maybe he'll be thrown in there as well. Yeah, I could see a possibility where this happens. What do you think, Tempest?
This was very much my impression from having watched this, that they will probably want to build to a big Seth and Punk match, maybe like a Hell in a Cell type match at some point down the line. But the way to keep them involved with one another and keep LA Knight again in the mix of the world title scene is to do a triple threat match. And I'm sure LA Knight would get pinned in that match, but it gives those three guys something to do. There's your world title match for the next pay-per-view. And at the same time, if you're looking at Roman Reigns and what he's got going on at the moment, I think a singles match between him and Bronson Reed, where Roman Reigns wins his shoes back, could also really easily fit into the card in Paris.
Yeah. And speaking, by the way, of Clash in Paris, we are going to be getting next week a match between Naomi and Io, because Io said, you know what? I didn't get pinned. She told Rhea this. I didn't get pinned in that triple threat. I spoke with Adam Pearce, and a match has been made for the title. So now whoever wins from Naomi and Io will go on to face Stephanie over at Clash in Paris. And we did get a Naomi-Stephanie little confrontation, which was hilarious. But is there a chance here that Naomi loses? Because I feel like we're kind of in a position where everyone loves Naomi and what she's doing, and everyone's excited and would like to see her have this great title reign. But at the exact same time, we all know that Stephanie versus Io is the match people want to see. So how do you go about that?
It's really interesting, isn't it? I always find it a bit of like not an issue, but it's a choice you have to make when you have a champion like a Naomi or what have you, where it's clear that they're very over, like as a character, as a wrestler. Everybody is very much behind Naomi this year in particular. But since she's won the title, it hasn't felt like they have given her the big, like, clean win. You know, every one of her wins, she wins the title in a Money in the Bank fashion. She retains the title at SummerSlam by rolling someone up after they hit their finish on someone else. Like, she's not just standing tall, having beaten everybody else in the field. She's not stacking them up like Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? So going into a singles match against Io, that to me says, okay, they could either do some tomfoolery and, you know, they could go out and have a count out or a DQ or something like that. Or this could be their opportunity to say, hey, Naomi is someone to be taken extremely seriously. She is going to be someone that you can assume is just going to beat her opponent because she's a strong, dominant, well-pushed champion. If she's kind of like a chicken shit heel champion, that could also work, but I think it makes a lot of these other title matches a bit more like just difficult to predict, and not in a, ooh, what's going to happen kind of way. But like you said, everybody kind of looks at this and go, well, Io has been pushed well ahead of Naomi for most of this year. So one would just think, looking at it on paper, that she's going to win the title and then go on to the match that everyone wants to see. But because it's so early in Naomi's title run, it feels like she's going to beat Io. And if she does it clean, I have to think that's one of the biggest wins Naomi will have had throughout her entire career. Like, that's a huge one to hang your hat on. So I think we're going to go in that direction, but Io has surprised us all this year, winning titles on Raw already, so you really never know. And I guess, again, that's a good little, like, unpredictable problem to have.
Yeah, I think you made some really great points there in that. One, first of all, yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to see Naomi as a chicken shit heel. I don't want to see that type of role because I think she's been having to prove herself a whole lot. So the chicken shit heel stuff doesn't work for her, for this character, because she has to prove herself. Now, if she does remain champion longer, you're right. It does erase the element of predictability. And sometimes we struggle with that, where we know, hey, this person's not going to lose. This person's not going to lose. We've had that with so many champions. We haven't really had a champion where we're not really sure when they're actually going to lose or if they can lose at any given time. So I do like that aspect because I do think sometimes we can predict most of these championship matches. Not all, but most. So I do think those are some great points and things that we do have some pros with Naomi. By the way, we got Aura, let me see, what is it? Arrow no orange? Arrow no orange? Okay, I want to make sure I get that right.
Aaron Orange.
No, it's not Aaron. Oh, Aaron. Oh, yeah, you're right. Aaron Orange. Okay, it's because I see, for me, Aaron has double A's. So that's how it's like, Aaron. All right.
Maybe
Aaron,
it's a Pokemon reference. There's a Pokemon called Aaron, and it's Aron. Maybe it's that. Who's to say?
Okay,
Let us know in the chat.
Yes, please do. And also, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, I'm loving the friend narrative around the women. That's true. You got the situation with Bayley and Lyra. You got the situation with Charlotte and Alexa. And they're both so different, right? Like, so different. Yeah. And I like that because it adds layers to these stories. And you want to make them as cute. They want to make them as legitimate as possible, right? Like real stories that we can see happen in everyday life. Or as close
that's it. Can. Like, for a really long time, one of the biggest negative talking points about WWE's women's booking, this is like going back to the Vince era, was that every story felt like, oh, we're friends, and then there's a random heel turn, and how could you do that to me? We're friends. And it always involved Natalia for whatever reason. Natalia was
Natalia was involved today too.
Yeah, like Natalia was best friends, quote unquote, with Nikki Bella back in the early SmackDown brand split days. She was best friends with Ronda Rousey, and then they had their falling out. It always just felt like they didn't know how to actually portray friendship. They just said that they were friends for the sake of trying to manipulate the audience into caring about a random heel turn. But now the difference is that these friendship dynamics are actually very well presented, that people want to see Alexa and Charlotte be friends. And the result, as we've already said, of Lyra and Bayley having their fallout from SummerSlam was a very realistic human reaction to what would have happened. So just the change in dynamic and presentation there has turned the friends thing that used to be a really bad thing about WWE's women's booking to, I think, one of the greatest strengths of making a lot more of the rivalries and the storylines that aren't involving the tippy top titles really mean something. That is a big thumbs up from me.
Yeah, man, I think the whole part about them not being able to get friendships right before, I feel that. But like even today, like when we had Charlotte and Alexa out there doing their promo, like it was little things like that that you want to keep seeing because that's the selling point in Charlotte and Alexa is anytime they are together, I want to see them interact. It's not just the wrestling. I want to see the personality come through that I enjoy from their dynamic. So I'm with you on that. And we did get a rematch today. It was a good match. It was fine. But there wasn't, that was kind of about it. I think to me, the biggest point was the fact that we actually got to see more of Charlotte and Alexa kind of, talk out in the ring and have their little moments out there. Like some really cute thought out stuff.
Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. I thought the Charlotte and Alexa stuff was like very cute. Seeing Charlotte go out there and be like, "Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten a you deserve it chant."
She might even be right.
Good for you, Charlotte. You bask.
Yeah.
You bask in this moment that you do deserve. I liked their little back and forth that they had. It was cute. It felt like Charlotte was trying to get Alexa to like finish her sentences, but they're not good friends yet, so Alexa would say something else, and she'd be like, "No, not," and just kind of getting caught up in a like still wholesome kind of way. Yeah, the match I thought was fine, generally speaking. I thought their match at the pay-per-view was a lot better, and I thought it kind of came down to like the finishing sequence at SummerSlam was really good. That whole deal with the punch and then is Charlotte going to turn on her? All of that was the highlight of that match. Whereas on this show, the finish just kind of came out of nowhere, it felt like. It didn't feel like they were really gradually building up to a big thing. It just felt like, Alexa hit Sister Abigail and got the win. So that's fine. It's a TV women's tag title, title defense. It's all well and good by that stretch. But yeah, I thought the interplay between them at the beginning was the highlight of their whole segment.
I'm with you. We got Uncle Donk here who says, "Hey fam, how was Raw tonight?" It was an okay show. I think the ending was definitely worth tuning into with all of the Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins stuff that went down. But like everything else, I mean, you're probably going to be seeing people talk about the Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella stuff. That stuff was good, but everything else was pretty missable for the most part. So an okay show. Thank you, Uncle Donk. We got Lewis Rothel here who says shoe collector Bronson to appear in NXT AAA TNA. Bro, I'm telling you, collect your shoes, Bronson. We're with you. We're supporting you. Frank here says we can't do triple threat Io, Naomi, Stephanie, especially with the possibility of men's world title match with Punk, Steph, Knight. Can we? I mean, who's to say we can't? I mean, for WrestleMania, God, didn't we have like the whole theme of the weekend was triple threat matches for a lot of it? Yeah. So there's no rule that says we can't get a triple threat. Multiple.
Yeah. I do wonder about, if we're just speculating that those are going to be the matches. I'm not sure that the women's one will turn into a triple threat, but we will see. At that point, I'm like, is this just your way of getting away with not having to pin any of your top stars one-on-one? And that's a fine thing if you build a really good, narratively sound triple threat match where all the people have a reason to be there and everything. But at a certain point, I do just want to see a match where the better wrestler just beats the other wrestler, without a third person and everything, kind of muddying it up. So again, not sure that that's going to be what we'll see in Paris, but if it is, you gotta give me a singles match at some point.
We got Steven Marchuli here who says the match I'm looking forward to is Stephanie versus Rhea. Yeah, whenever they decide to finally do that, that shit's going to be a banger. And of course, a lot of people want to see Io and Stephanie on a PLE done even more bigger. Run back Io and Rhea. I'm down with that too. There's just all of these girls. We just kind of want to see them keep doing their thing because they really are doing a fantastic job. So thank you so much, Steven. All right, I want to jump into Rusev and Sheamus. They were someone that we were kind of seeing weaved in and out of the show for a bit where they were brawling. Here's the thing. I've been seeing mixed reactions in this. Like, let me just start off by saying Rusev and Sheamus hasn't been terrible, but it also hasn't been something where I think people want to see it as much as they're kind of giving it to us. Feels like they're kind of shoving it down our throats a little bit, like they're really trying to make it a thing. And I feel like we need to get one more match, make it a stip, and then let's call it a day and move on.
Yeah, it's a cold feud. Like, it's not bad when it's on TV, but generally speaking, the people in the buildings don't really care about it. It doesn't feel like something that matters a whole lot. And this is something that, if you look at it as kind of a broader issue, I find that anytime there are these feuds that just are are located exclusively on WWE TV and never cross over to pay-per-views, it almost feels like, well, if it's not a big enough match to be on a pay-per-view and it's been going on for all these months, it can't really be that important. It feels like just a TV feud. And as a result, you're maybe a little bit less likely to care about it, particularly if there's nothing really on the line, if this is about, you know, their history in the League of Nations or whatnot. Like, it's not a huge narrative hook to really pull you in. And that, again, builds off of, I don't think Rusev has been portrayed particularly strongly since he's come back, you know, and it's been a long time since he was in a prominent spot in any promotion, and I don't really put very much of the blame for that on the other promotions, if what we have heard is to be believed. So, I don't know, it's just a weird, like, he's in limbo, and he's been in limbo for a very long time, and you'd think that a match between him, this big, hard-hitting European guy, and Sheamus, another big, hard-hitting European guy, that would do well for each other, but it just doesn't really matter that much. Like, it's fine for what it is, but it's one of those deals where if it just keeps going, it's like, okay, I didn't care about watching it today, and they didn't have a finish. That means we're going to get it again. And I don't really care about seeing it again either, so I know we're not close to the end of this, when maybe we should be.
Dude, I'm just like, all right, I feel kind of bad because, again, I think they realize that this feud is cold, and that's why we saw them try to do so much today, where they were like, oh, they're fighting here, they're fighting there, they're fighting here. But even then, the fight backstage was just like there wasn't anything real fun or exciting about it. So I don't know what it is that it's not bad, like we said, but it's also not something that is riveting that everybody is clamoring for at the moment. So it's kind of where we're at. That's why I'm kind of thinking, let's just do the one big blow off match. Let's have a Donnybrook match or something and move about our days and see what else can come of it. I don't know why Rusev's return to WWE hasn't felt good. I don't know what it is, because by in theory, like you said, two of these meaty guys and then these hard-hitting dudes, for the most part, you would think on paper this is going to be a banger, but for whatever reason, it's just a little bit too cold. We got to put it back in the microwave and or don't eat it. One of the two options. I don't know what to say. All right, we got Terrence Matthews. Hey, Terrence, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Says, I'm guessing that this beating was a way of writing Roman Reigns off for a while. I don't think so. I mean, maybe like a week or two. I know he's supposed to be gone and doing things in Hollywood and projects and things of that nature. But, I mean, 3 tsunamis is a pretty big deal. Seth Rollins was out, but he took like 40 tsunamis. So I don't know how long the 3, because I feel like, here's the thing. We've seen people take 3 tsunamis and then come back the next week. So I don't know that it necessarily screams being written off, but given that we know that Roman does have other things that are coming up, it might possibly be.
Yeah, he's got to go and be in Street Fighter like a real nerd, like the other 4 wrestlers that are in that movie for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, when Roman Reigns gets hit a bunch of times with a big finish, one has to believe that he's being written off just because he's barely on TV at this point in his career. But I personally think he's going to wrestle Bronson Reed one-on-one in Paris. So maybe he's off TV for a couple weeks and then is on the go-home show for that pay-per-view and then does that match and we can move on from there. But I certainly understand the feeling of seeing Roman get hit with a finish and going, well, that's the end of him for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because everyone's just like, well, we got him at SummerSlam. We're getting him on Raw too. What? We're getting all this Roman? What do we do? Yeah, we got lucky here. We got Terrence who also says it's time for Lyra to move on to a bigger prize. I feel like being women's the inaugural Intercontinental Champion did feel like a pretty damn massive prize, like for sure. Like being the first, and she had a lengthy reign, and she has a big feud with Becky. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you, Terrence. Yep. All right. And the last thing that I do want to get into is Dominic Mysterio defeating Dragon Lee, but with the help of 3 Grande Americanos. They didn't really zoom in on who the other Grande Americano was. Did I miss something here? Who's the other third one?
I don't have the answer to this. I gave like a cursory glance at Twitter in case just anybody was like, oh, that was clearly so-and-so. And I'd be like, okay, yes, cool. I didn't see anything. So I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I was wondering too. Because I'm like, okay, there's the other one, which I'm assuming was Chad Gable. It all just happened so fast because there was just a lot going on there. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, there's another one? When did he get here? What? It all just happened so fast. And we didn't necessarily get like an emphasis on the third Grande Americano. So I didn't feel like I got the very, very best look at that. Let me see what people are throwing out there. Some people are saying Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, probably in QCC. I don't know. One of them says, I think one of them is Santino. I mean, let's be real. We don't really have a concrete answer here. So I kind of wish that they would have maybe shined the light a little bit more on the third one, just so we can kind of get a little bit of a good look-see there. But I'm not really feeling so confident in what we saw, but I'm getting more Tyler Bate answers than anything. So I guess we'll run with that for now. But there you have it, guys. That was Raw after SummerSlam. So a pretty okay show. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And of course, I want to thank Tempest because Tempest filled in for both 2 nights of SummerSlam and then filled in for Santi here today. So thank you so much, man. I hope you had a good time talking all of this wrestling all in one go, back to back to back. And actually, before we get to our goodbyes, Frank just gave a really kind super chat over here, and he says, women are money. This is for Tempest. DWO needs to happen at some point, but have appreciated at Team Denise. I'm pushing it. LOL, crossing for future collabs. I really connected with Tempest on Wrestle Talk, so for me, this was epic. Shout out to you both. Much love and respect. Stephanie Chump. Frank, you're the best, man. You're the best, man. Hands down, guys. Please give some love to Frank in the chat, seriously, because he's just been super supportive of this channel so freaking much, and it's just been magnificent. So thank you so much, Frank. But also, Tempest, what a way to go out, man.
What a way to go out indeed. I mean, this weekend has been an absolute pleasure. I very much enjoyed my time here on the channel. For as much as it has completely disrupted my sleep schedule, I'm going to spend the rest of my week getting it back to normal. But it's 4:30 in the morning here, and I am wired. I had 2 Red Bulls tonight. So I have been prepared. I am very much enjoying my time here. I thank you, Denise, very, very much for inviting me onto the channel. I thank you all in the chat for being so lovely and welcoming. If you want to hear more from me, you will probably be able to do so very, very soon. If you like video essays and things of that sort, you can find some over on my YouTube channel at Hey It's Tempest. I should be releasing a new one, hopefully in the fairly near future. I like to do them on wrestling, as it has been my calling in life, to talk about this weird little thing that goes on between those 3 ropes. So if you like that, check it out. My YouTube channel is where you'll find me.
I love that. And also, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize it was 4:30 for you, by the way. Holy shit. Guys, he's doing a show right here, 4:30 a.m. That is fucking amazing. Thank you so much for doing that, because that's not something I would sign up for, honestly. I'd be like, not 4:30, screw you. I'm out, baby. So thank you so much for downing the Red Bulls and appearing on the show and providing as much analysis as you did. Frank, thank you so much for the super chat. And with that, guys, please check out Tempest. Go follow him on the YouTube channels, on the social medias, all of that. For me, just make sure you guys are subscribed here. You're already here on the channel. Click that subscribe button. Head on over to Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all of that. Denise Salcedo at _ Denise Salcedo. Click that follow button. Thank you guys so much, and I will be back tomorrow for an NXT review. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.